man with the mask and the hat.
Did you start when I said I wasn't here yet?
Barnabas just clapped you on the back and is asking what your name was again.
Bartimus?
Yeah, the pirate, the cat pirate captain you freed from a life of eternal servitude.
Oh, right. Sorry, I'm getting my camera turned on here.
Yeah. There's a couple things.
There.
Right.
Okay.
This real quick and get on screen here, but go ahead and continue.
I just say, yeah, my name's Trevorin Quelthalon, captain of the SS Naughty Lloyd.
The naughty lord. Ooh, sounds very, very nasty. Okay.
It can be.
That pirate man. Okay. Well, Mr. Naughty Pirate Squid Man, my friend and I would like to adjourn from this tower. However, we feel we owe you a bit of gratitude. So, for the freeing of us, what would your plans be for this tower itself? The giant upstairs is still here. I know he is a thorn in the side of many men.
Stopping the giant upstairs was the plan.
Okay, I was afraid you'd say that. Okay. We can't just cut and run, man. You heard him. You have to be responsible now. One of his men kind of just pick up some weapons from the orcs. It's like, we can hold this floor if you'd like, Captain, and if you want to go upstairs with the heroes and the pirate crew here, we can hold the elevator, hold the path to the outside to the slave pens. Does that sound like a good plan to you pirate man heroes here?
Works with me.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, sounds like a plan to me too. I should accompany you. So Barnabas gets his gear together here, and then why can't I select anything? Am I on the right thing? Oh, it's because I'm on this one. Sorry, folks. I'm learning how to do this all over again, like every week.
Yeah, same with the streaming stuff. Feels like.
Right.
Did you get the rocks first? Yeah, I bumped up his volume a little bit. If it needs more adjusting, let me know, but I'll keep tweaking it.
Okay, so what you guys know for right now is that you're on level 2. Above you is the warehouse level where you came in through the pipes that led, or the chain that led off to the side. There's only one more layer below you, that could only be the laser, the drill, and the beam being generated by something that's boring into that earth, that creature. And then above you somewhere, probably along the top of this giant fortress, is the layer of Flarazar himself.
Do we so they're using like a laser drill thing to siphon power from this dude?
Yes.
Well, before confronting him, wouldn't it be better to cut off his power supply?
I was just gonna ask that. Shouldn't we possibly sabotage that drill?
That's what I'm thinking too.
Or
it would provide for a distraction while we save the elves, no less.
Or we take care of everything all at once and we plant charges on each of these chains.
Do we have charges?
I mean,
they're freaking making weapons here. I'm sure there's something.
If you would like, you could go up in the warehouse and look around and see if there's anything you can use.
How many artificers does it take to make explosive charges?
Well, we got 2 artificers here.
I hope only 2.
Technically, now only 1.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He deleted the executional file.
Now I'm basically a giant walking cannon.
Yeah, she said. What he said?
Okay. Jesse, you walk up. You go back up the elevator, right back up into the me slide the camera back over here, up into the warehouse section. You see along the south wall here, there's a bunch of like iron, like these dark iron weapons, a bunch of crates, and there's a bunch of cannonballs, and like a assembly area here for this these dark iron cannons.
Okay. Well, if there's cannons, then there's cannonballs. If there's cannonballs, there's gunpowder.
Give me a perception. Here you go.
10. No, 7.
7. With a 7, you're able to deduce that these crates here, these giant barrels, are giant barrels of gunpowder. But they're like giant barrels of gunpowder, so it's hard to like move them around.
Is there a dolly anywhere?
There is actually a mine cart directly to the right of that. These are mine carts, so you can try to roll it so it like sits in like the little half circular holder for these.
Was anyone else even on board for this idea?
Yeah.
No, if no one is, I'm not going to bother.
I'm on board down for blowing it.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
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 I'll say there's a few of the elven slaves are there. They kind of get your gist. You want to help? You want them to help you get these positions somewhere?
Yeah, they are now conscripted into the crew
Okay.
temporarily.
Well, they got an 18, so I'll say it's about a 22 with all like 10 of them together. Load these. They'll load up 2, like 1 barrel in each cart.
Assuming they've been here long enough, they understand the layout of place.
We've only ever been to these floors. This floor below, and the slave quarters. Nobody really goes upstairs. That's for the orcs and the giant only.
That's fine. We don't have to take out every chain, just enough for it to lose, balance.
As you kind of lean out
Just
here,
melt the steel.
you see that the bottom 2 chains are accessible here from where you are. The top 2 are now. It's meant to be like a cross. It's not supposed to be like all on one side.
Mhm.
It's because it's hard to represent with the art.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be like this way and then perpendicular that way. So you could get it. The bottom 2, the top 2 would still kind of support it. But yeah,
Yeah, we should take out the bridge too.
Nothing else that would offset that drill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we save that giant Moltrag guy, he probably could help destroy this thing, right?
he is in pieces. That's what you did, guys. You guys saw like he was thrown down by the gods into this volcano, and then now his like arms over there and his like legs over here. So he basically got shattered.
Isn't he also like going to burn this entire planet? Which is why he was sealed.
That's what he'd like to do.
Well, we're not going to stop him from being sealed. We're just going to.
He's got probably a few more thousand years before he can try to achieve that.
Yeah.
But
Besides, what's on this planet anyway? And what's if he achieves his goal? It's like he's going to go beyond this planet, is it?
I don't know.
It's just one world. It's not like we live here.
It's one of thousands.
Not our monkeys, not our circus.
Pretty sure my world's already in flames. So
Just so you guys haven't. Would this be your guys' first time witnessing exterminatus? That's a regular thing where I come from.
So,
It's like that gift. First time they're all being hung.
Yeah.
You have to be hung.
first time, huh?
I think we should. I don't know. Do you think the bridges would offer any support?
So, chain number 1 here. Chain number 2 here. You can even see like the giant like end cap of like the bolt, like in and like attached. So like you would know where to put the charge.
Yeah. All right, let's just split it in half. Everything on one, everything at the other.
Okay. Give me one more. What would be a good roll for like explosives for you?
Whatever it is, I got a 19.
Okay.
you still at alchemy?
I have like tinkering. I'm proficient with tinkering and smithing still.
I'll say the tinkering should do it.
Attention! Attention! Brock, you are now being called into security. Turn yourself in before I hunt you down and wedge you.
How would you want to set up like the? Oh, excuse me. How do you set up like the charge? Like you want to have like a button you push to do something, or do you have like a you want to like have somebody like light something and then run? Like how do you want to?
We'd have to do a button because we would want to have ample time to escape.
Okay. How about does anybody have a thing that they can have like a button pressed gout of flame?
Pretty sure.
I have.
Artificer could come up with something.
Yeah, let me look at what it's called here.
Damn it, Jasmine.
Would we consider that possibly a part of a artisan's
There.
Artisan's tool?
That's what you get.
button? The right tool for the right job. Giving an hour with thieves' tools or artisans' tools in hand, you can magically create one set of non-magical artisans' tools that vanish when you use this feature.
I'd say not like a button pressed thing. You would need that's like if you wanted to make like a sparker.
Oh
Or
shit.
something like that.
Thank you for the raid, Vampy. Welcome on in it, guys. We're planting explosives.
If any good D&D should.
Borderline committing acts of terror.
How about your little flame bot?
Melon turret.
Yeah.
Good. I think I have to be within range.
Are these like closed off walls?
No, there's windows.
Oh,
Okay, I was gonna
shit.
say, if we
Thank you for
get
the
to a vantage
resub,
point, I could just
Vampy.
shoot one.
No, okay. I mean,
I
that's
appreciate it,
fine.
buddy. You just started a hype train.
Iron Brimstone's a magical weapon. Those fire damage.
Oh, I roll.
I have to be within 60
You
feet
mean
of my
initiative?
cannon.
I can roll for
Yeah, have
initiative
control
if
of
you
it.
want me to.
So
I
you
just
can
gotta
do it from
open
the
up my little bag
bridge,
here.
if you want to do it on your way out.
So much dice.
It'd be quite the boom.
Yeah, that. Alright.
Hey, this kind of over, so if you need a little extra range, I can use my mage hand to press it from afar.
6.
How long is your mage hand range?
I rolled a 4 and I have a 2. A 2 deck, so yeah, that ain't high. Oh, thank you for the biddies, Jasmine. Hey, Mousy.
Another 30 feet. So it'd be
Good to
90
see you.
total if it's plus a 60.
So that would be, yeah, it'd be about 90 feet from the door to that stack there. If you were to put it like against the wall,
Yeah, I'm not a
you can also
Dexy
make
guy,
like a
Vampy.
central like bunch of powder, and then make the trail.
I'm a
on the
necromancer.
floor that leads to the, that leads to the
Bugs Bunny.
yeah.
It's all in the
Wasn't sure
wings.
how
Yeah, that's
much that
fair.
would
That's
require.
fair. You do kind of got that.
Well, if we do this, do we have to go upstairs for anything?
At least you're not a
Right.
necromancer. That's true. That's where I draw the
If you fight
line.
boss, we just blow up the thing underneath him.
If you want to tempt my hand, I mean that's
If anything else, it'll at least catch him by surprise.
Doesn't the giant also have something?
he does.
Oh, that's true.
What does he have?
Part of the.
It's like a ruby, isn't it? Or something?
Yeah, the star, he's got the star ruby.
If only we had some sort of small burglar type party member that could
Burgle.
Burgling.
Jasmine, I don't even know what a rabies Ghidorah is.
Elevator continue to go upward from here even still, or
It goes to another floor. Yes.
okay. I'm gonna hop up on it and just kind of look down, and start making my way up. If anybody wants to join, if they don't, that's fine.
Are you riding the elevator, or are you like
Hmm.
climbing chains or something?
Is it climbable?
Yeah, it's climbable.
I'll climb it.
Okay.
chose you over Uber Eats. Jesus.
If we're going with
All
the
right.
athletics roll, that'll be a 14.
I have to take off
Go
my
ahead, spawn
glasses because
your
these
boy
ones
in
do
there on the
not feel
elevator.
great when I
Roll.
shake my head with
Yep.
these headphones on. So,
Boy,
all right.
oh boy.
Give me a
Just
stealth
because
check,
you
right? If you're
redeem,
doing a
well, you
stealth
didn't
at least.
redeem it. You technically paid for it, but
Much better than that. 15, 10 and 16
there,
is gonna be
there's a
26.
rabies,
You-
rabies Ghidorah.
Shimmy your way up to the top here. You do notice that this is the top of the elevator shaft, the third floor. You see a giant gate that
Now
leads
get yourself
out.
something to eat.
You see like beyond this other bridge, a small tunnel and a sliver of daylight shining down like another path. You also see no more racks of weapons and stuff like here. And as you're up top, you see 3 more orcs kind of like milling around, getting stuff ready. They have like getting armor on, just doing basically like a shift change.
Okay.
Because you did hear that
Yeah.
like earlier. You see a larger orc up here at the top. He's like a mountain of muscle. He's got like a chieftain's helmet, like one of those Spartan helmets with like the crest, like up like the mohawk type crest of feathers. I said, "Get your men together. I want more shifts. I want more weapons. I want more destruction." And then like the other orc big bruiser is like, "You heard the chief. More weapons for the next shift. Whip them slaves into a frenzy."
Whip them? Whip the piss out of them?
You see them sort of like walk to the side here, to kind of like oversee some of the stuff. You see some other guys come out of the door, say like 3 or 4 more orcs come out, like all getting like dressed in uniform. "Yes, sir. Yes, chief. Yes, chief."
Now, off to the right there, does that appear to be its own little room compartment?
This,
Yeah.
yeah, it looks like a door. This wall kind of goes along.
You know,
the,
Vampy, I don't have a
eastern side
familiar.
of the tower.
Okay.
I could
does the elevator
technically
still go up?
No, you're
take
at
a
the top.
feat,
Very top. Okay.
though. What
I'm
level
gonna
am I?
sneak off to the
7?
bottom right there and kind of see if
5.
I can
5.
get up to that
I think
door
next level.
sneakily.
Okay.
Let me double check.
Sneak away, please.
Okay. How about was it 1023?
Oh, no.
Was
It
that-
wouldn't be
I got
until
20.
level
That's
8.
good.
Nice.
Okay.
Because then I can forego getting an ability score improvement and take a
Top
feat
here,
instead.
peek
And then I
around
can
the
take
corner,
the,
make sure
the
those guys
familiar
up
feat.
top aren't paying
And then I
attention
could
or
get it
anything
back.
like that.
So 3 more levels, bud.
You gonna go to the door? You said.
Yeah, I'm making my way there,
It's-
but
Maybe I
yeah,
could
go,
find
you
one.
make it. That's
Okay.
Somehow bewitch it.
right. And then what am I looking at for entry?
I have an
there's a
undead,
gate.
like, bone
There's a-
beast.
like a-
Does
like
that
a
count?
Pole.
Doesn't
Okay.
fly,
Wheel that
but,
gets it moving
you know.
up. I'll say it's up enough for you to like see underneath it. You see a stairwell that leads up, and there's human-sized stairs, and there's giant-sized stairs.
Okay.
Like giant footprint-sized stairs.
Okay. Am I small enough to wriggle underneath or between?
Yeah, you're small enough. You
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Little goblin ass raccoon contortion here.
Goblin ass.
Goblin ass.
And I'm gonna start to head up the giant stairs.
Okay, give me just
Yeah.
a sec.
Yep. Take your time.
Whoa. I broke the stream.
I'm not sure if you guys are gonna make it this far this early, so let me get the map.
The rest of us are standing downstairs going, no, we didn't really work on any way of communicating with him. And he went
No,
out.
he just took off. While we're doing that, I'd like to use a potion of healing.
Absolutely.
Okay. But I was gonna say kick his ass, see bass if he doesn't shoot up right.
You find yourself in the stairwell here, going up.
Yeah.
As you kind of like, it's like a cross. You go up the one, you go back, you cross up. There's like a thing in the middle.
Okay.
You cross up, and then you come up here. This room is completely barren. There's nobody here, but you see set out is a giant feast. Beasts and roast beasts,
A literal
chickens,
giant feast.
huge pies, a bunch of things for like a meal, probably for like the night shift. Come in, but you
also didn't bring Spike up here.
I was gonna say Spike's just down there drooling for some reason. He's like,
you also see this giant keg of ale in this giant throne.
Okay.
Then you see this smaller throne. Oddly enough, has like a pair of shackles next to it,
Okay.
and an empty cage that like hanging from like the ceiling on a chain.
All right.
It's about 6 feet across. It's got like a small like matted bit of like hay with like a cloth put over it, and like a very big like padlock over the thing, but there's nothing in it.
Nothing in it.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
You also see toilets. Because why not? I wanted to make toilets.
Well, you're right. All right. Latrines. I'm gonna still be stealthy about it because who knows who could be watching. That's gonna be a 27 this time.
Okay.
I'm gonna make my way up to the throne, but not touch anything quite yet. I would like to see if anything has been rigged.
Okay, give me a perception test.
14 plus a 5 will be a dirty 19.
19. You looking along the sides see that there's a stone panel that's actually like it's movable. It's got like a small like finger hold. For you, it's like a hand hold. But for like if a giant was sitting here, it'd be like a finger could slide it up.
Okay.
And you push it up, and you see that there's a glyph like inscribed onto the side of the throne.
Okay. Arcana 6 plus 11 is going to be a 17. Do I recognize this?
A rough, maybe like an alert spell, an alarm spell.
Okay. Would I know of any way to maybe? Nah, I wouldn't need to disarm it. This is probably literally just to alert for extra troops. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. Would it be able to disable it, or
you can attempt to, but if you fail, you can set it off.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm gonna leave it for now. I'm gonna go over to the cage and kind of use my mage hand to have it pass through and see if there's anything up there, like scurry around the floor, maybe something hidden in that straw.
Give me another perception. This one is a disadvantage because you're just using your hand.
Okay. 4 and a 7. So perception 4 and 5 is a 9.
I'll say you find a scrap of paper tucked in like underneath a bunch of the hay, and you sort of pull it out, and it's like equations and it's crudely drawn, like the cage itself, and then like what degree you'd have to rock it to get the chain link at the top to like there's like a formula about like the tensile strength of the chain and my body weight, and the body weight's listed as like 70 pounds, and then ish like question mark 70 pounds question mark, and then basically trying to figure out like what you'd have to like how hard to rattle the cage to get it to like walk off the hook.
Trying to calculate their escape, whoever it might be.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Paranoia. Real tobble tap hours.
Gosh,
Who up?
that statue of the south looks so weird.
I'll run in, buddy.
Yeah, the statue of the south. You look at that statue of the south. It is a giant fire giant. He has this orb that looks like a globe in his hand, and he's looks triumphant, and he's got long black hair and red eyes.
Of course, I have to go get the goddamn orb. Like he's fighting with himself. He's curious about it. He's gonna scurry over there and check this out. See if it's rigged. That would be a 17. 12 and 5.
As you can see, it just looks like a decorative piece.
Okay. I'm gonna scurry up and investigate this orb a little bit, see if it's purely decorative or not.
Okay.
Do I need to
Yep, investigate.
Investigation. Okay. Investigation. That'll make me a 14 on that roll.
It looks like to be just glass.
Okay.
It's well blown, decorated glass, but it's just glass.
How big is it?
It's the size of like a small, like a cantaloupe.
Is it loose?
I'll say there's like a pole, there's like a peg in that palm, and it's like drilled so like it sits on the peg.
But yeah, it could probably
You like lumped it off. Maybe glued.
popping it in my bag.
Give me a strength test. It is glued.
It is glued, right? Probably not. That would be a 3.
No, yeah.
Okay.
You're straight. You almost pull out your little tiny back, trying to strain and lift this thing off the pole.
That's as good as I used to be. Oh well. Oh well.
Something pops and you freak out for a second, but everything seems fine.
Welcome to
We'll
getting
see.
older.
Yeah, we'll see how this plays out when I wake up tomorrow. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of losing my interest at this point. I should pull the screen below so Jay can see it. And then there's that bridge to the northwest that's leading out of here.
Yeah. That's in the lower level.
Nice one, Trevorin.
What?
You scroll up. I don't know if you did that on purpose. But anyway, yeah, to the northwest there. I'm gonna head back over to the cage and kind of peek and see where that might lead.
The bridge?
Yeah.
That's the bridge you saw in the previous ground. You like lean your head out the window.
Oh, it's further down.
Yeah, it's further down.
Oh, okay. I thought this was
That tiny little bridge. That's the one that you guys came across. It's like actually 20 feet wide. It's that tiny little one down there.
okay.
Perspective. See, so there's the small chain.
Yeah.
There's the big chain.
Okay. Hey,
See?
I see now.
You know?
Yeah. Okay. It doesn't just look like a smaller path. It's down below, right?
Yep.
That other staircase was probably from down below. I'm guessing.
This is the one you came up.
Yes.
Yep. And this one leads up.
That one leads up. Okay, I'll scurry up that.
Okay.
As I'm getting up the staircase, so I'd like to remain stealthy with 19.
Set this up real quick.
Welcome in, everybody that's been popping in here while I've been doing my bit here. Folsome and oldie and vampy. Brocky. Brocky.
You make it up halfway
Okay.
through that stairwell. Just another septic.
Yeah. Yeah. Would have been an extra 20 minutes of Spike is going through the entire table.
Oh, he would have started eating everything.
Go on without me, I can't move.
Everything he couldn't eat, he'd take a bite, shove him right down the bag of holding, take a bite, go play.
I'm so full. Oh, there's some more room. Okay.
For seconds.
Also, John, just for logistics, while he's been gone, I'm just gonna do a ritual to add another thrall to my command from the corpses. Okay. I'm just gonna make one of my corpses in my bone bag a bone beast. So I'll still have Charles the zombie, but he's just gonna be in the bag, and I'm gonna use a bone beast.
Okay, so you make it about halfway up, and then you hear. So you're saying, if I pull the entire contraption out and reconfigure the insides, I should be able to get more force from the fire. And you hear another voice says, yeah, if you do that, you should get another 20 feet worth of range out of it. If I don't know, I don't really have a good chance to get my hands on it yet. You keep me in this dang cage all day, I can't fiddle with nothing if I can't get my hands on it. You stay in your cage as long as you need to. And you see, peering up, you see a small gnome, older lady in this cage, but the same one as the one downstairs. She's sitting kind of bored, like with her hand over this. She's got a notebook on the bottom. Then you see giant long black hair, and he's like got this large device in his hand. It's a long cylinder, curved handle, hammer the size of like a table, like cocked back. And he's loading 4 cannonballs into into this device,
bullets,
and like locking it in place, and then cocking back the hammer. And he's like, okay, this will do nicely. And then like loads this giant 7-foot, 8-foot long device, like into an inner pocket in his vest, like in his robes.
A new plan. I want that.
it must be a part of
It's as big as you. It's not bigger.
I can work with that.
We'll mount it to the ship.
He like grabs a big haunch of beast leg. You'll have until tomorrow to finish the final designs. This will do nicely until now. And then, of course, yes, thank you, Master. She kind of gets back down to her.
Or backup plan. We steal her. She made it. She can make one for me.
another one.
That's what you see.
So
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion on myself to make myself look like one of the orcs I've seen down below, maybe one of the captain-y looking ones.
Okay.
Well, if it's a minor illusion, does it make you look like Minor, though?
Like Snowy. Pretty much. I'm just gonna pop up like the first half of my body and on the staircase and like, boss, the slaves are revolting. They've already killed some of our men. We need your help. And just without him even responding, I'll start going back down. You don't have to load up the other mat, but I would like to find a place to hide.
Give me a deception test.
Okay. 19 plus 1, so dirty 20.
He gets up, slides back, and you see him like touch this thing on the wall, and the alarms go off. So let's go back downstairs. You guys making up this bomb, so you're not here.
Yeah. And he's gone.
Okay. You guys kind of just fiddling around, making the bomb, and not the this is like a deep rumbling, like a very deeper horn, and you hear the elevators, both of them start to go up, like
Here we go.
Jump on the elevator.
And does anybody else jump on the elevator?
Yeah, I guess I'll follow stuff.
Yeah, I'll get on there.
Yeah, behind him.
I'll be the only one staying behind. Go too.
Okay.
Real quick, did any of the elves here look like they were important?
Every life is important.
It's just about, come on, Ruin.
Yeah. Like they might have not been just like peasant elves, I guess.
Oh, you just want to save the 1%. All right.
Obviously, you want to be on their good side.
They're all kind of
Looking for someone, all right?
Jesus.
No, I don't think he's another.
No.
Have you looked hard enough?
No, we're supposed to be looking for the High Chief's son.
Was it Lindrell?
I don't think that's.
Maybe something.
It's gonna be real fun.
What's that? Oh, yeah.
Have you seen how many people are on the board?
Time to make it come carumbling down. Holy shit.
all right. Put you guys in the middle of the elevator. You guys wanted to be on the elevator.
Here's the part where Jared says, "Well, I didn't trip the alarm. I just got the big boss man to trip the alarm."
Yeah.
Your Highness, I brought the prisoners.
Yeah.
But you do hear, as you're rumbling down there, Jared, you do hear giant footsteps following you.
Whoa.
What happened to Charles? Charles is huge. Charles is in charge. I don't know why he's so big.
That's great.
Did you just phone Charles? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I just tried to place him next to me.
That's weird.
Should I just delete him and try again? Or can you resize? Okay.
Excuse me, I misspoke. I used disguise self, not minor illusion. Charles. Yeah, I got this boss. Don't worry about it.
Charles was in charge.
It just puts down one thumb and squashes them all.
Alright. Jesse.
Maybe we should have asked, where are the elevator controls on these things?
The big levers on the outside.
Up on the outside, not
Yeah.
on the elevator themselves.
Yep.
Now, if we all cast Mage Hand at the same time, maybe we can get the lever to go back up again.
What if we don't have Mage Hand?
Wolf hand or
Yeah, lizard tail.
it's like a mage hand, except it's just a lizard tail. It can like whip things, I guess.
Okay, it'll grow back.
I was gonna say, worst case, it'll just grow back. Yeah.
Throws it. Falls over immediately. Sense of balance is wrong.
I need Barnabas.
James and Bartleby.
Alrighty.
Is this? Did we take the elevator down or up?
Up.
Okay. Okay. I was like, wait, weren't our guys supposed to be down? But yeah, if we went up, that'd explain it.
Why did we come up here?
I don't know why you came up here.
Elevators are moving on their own. We figured it was time for action.
Impulsive.
I don't want to leave Stogie by himself.
I'm like,
I
okay.
gotta keep my eye on Stogie
Yeah.
from here on out. So
You want to go up? We're going up.
come on, get up. We're getting down with the sickness.
Somebody's probably gonna get down. That's probably for sure.
Hey Quint, how about more of that explosive hippo diarrhea?
Yeah, right.
Give me 2 seconds, mate. All right, you guys rise up, and like 5 seconds of silence.
Swords everywhere. Guns. Everyone probably just like, fun. Second floor.
Who are these people? Barnabas, we made a mistake. We should not have got on the elevator.
I see that.
Hello, Mr. Orc. I have come to negotiate.
Sound delivery.
What?
From the
What's making the elevator go up?
The levers on the outside here. This one, there's one here.
No, like, are these ropes?
They're chain pulleys.
Okay. I say we break them and go back down.
We'll also not have a way back up if we do that.
Cross that bridge when we come to it.
Well, we still need to get whatever the thing is this guy has.
The ruby, the star ruby.
Yeah, we got a guy on that
Yeah.
already.
Do we?
Well, a raccoon anyway.
Still outnumbered here.
Means we're gonna break out more AoEs.
Owlies?
Wait, I need someone who's good at charisma, because I'm not. I need someone to talk for me.
Hello.
I'm not gonna.
Well, no, actually, I've got a 1, but I can.
Well, I've got a
Persuade.
negative. Literally
Don't tell
anybody.
me I'm the best at 2.
Do you need a persuasion?
More persuasion or deception? They're gonna go kind of hand in hand.
Okay, yeah, I can persuade. Yeah.
Okay. You need to approach this like we are fucking like terrorists with a bomb hidden in the building, and you've got the detonator, which is half true because we set up explosives.
Which technically it's not a lie, so.
Yeah, so you need to back the fuck down, or else this whole tower is coming down. That is the only play here, because we are not recovered from our last fight, and there are more of them this time.
Good old Mexican steamboat here.
That's all I got. Anyone else here?
Okay.
Time to start using that inspiration, boys.
What are these all orcs? You said.
Yes.
Okay.
They're all orcs of the Iron Circle.
Okay. Okay. So
Really the one in charge?
Yes.
I have an ink pen, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna follow Dreadnought's suggestion here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put on my fanciest Captain Facade that I can.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, "Greetings, gentlemen. We are the intruders that you are hearing that alarm about. However, I suggest that you don't act on that alarm." And I'll say, and I'll reach into my coat, and I'll say, "For you see," and I'll pull out the pen with my thumb like over the the mechanism. "For we have a bomb on the floor just below us. And if I am to click this button in my hand, the mechanism will fire before any of your projectiles can even hit me, and this tower will crumble into the lava, taking us all with it."
Give me the deception of a lifetime.
Alright, you have some inspiration left, right?
I do have an inspiration for a very bad joke I made last session.
Okay. I will give you a +2 because of the prop.
Okay. Sounds like something a Fed would say. Thanks, Paranoia. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm either getting a 23 or 5. I'll take the 23.
Man, he's just crazy enough to do it.
I'll hold out my other hand like,
We should wait for Flarazar to get down here. Yes, the giant will know what to do.
I'll point to my bone beast and I'll say, I mean, I can walk away with a quota far larger than what I came in with. I mean, this is what I deal with. This is nothing to me.
What are your demands?
Shit, we didn't get this far.
I'll nudge you next to Ruby.
Our only demand is the star ruby.
I want the stone. The stone. The stone. The stone. The stone. I want the stone. And he's like, shut up. Woo. Stone.
And I'll say, 1 stone for all of your lives. It seems like a pretty good deal, I'd say. And you get to stay here. The base stays intact. And we'll leave.
Quite the workshop you'd have to rebuild, too.
What he said.
He kind of smiles. He said, ha, ha, ha. If you were any thief worth your salt, you'd know that the star ruby is in the drill laser where it belongs.
I would say, who said I was a thief? I'm making demands. Thieves deal in the shadows. I'm right here in your face, making the biggest threat you've ever witnessed.
Give me one more.
Okay.
5
14 on insight for this for the guy what he said about the ruby.
He's
ruby.
not lying.
Okay, kind of like it.
15 this time.
Okay. He's a little bit closer. You're a little bit more even on this one. He's like, okay. All right. Well, you see, the thing is, if I give you the star ruby, my boss throws me in the volcano. So if you blow me up, or he throws me in the volcano, I lose either way. So the only way I win is if I kill you and keep the ruby, which obviously I can't do with our little situation here. So you tell the boss, shut the fuck up. You tell him screwed us.
I would say
So,
you're not thinking outside the box here, and that's what separates a leader from a grunt. So let me spell this out for you here. The third option is you can just stay out of our way.
okay. While this is going on, this tete-a-tete is going on. All you guys on this elevator, if you want to try to do something, you're gonna need to stealth first to be able to do it without them looking at you, and then you can have like a chance to do something.
Do I know how easy it is to pull the lever on these?
You've pulled them before, yeah. It's not bad.
Not bad. Okay. Is it something I could make a sleight of hand with, possibly?
You would have to go depending on which side you want, because they raise both levers, either left or right, because both of these can split
Right.
into
Right.
different sides.
Oh, so this isn't one like
No.
Yes, it's two. Yeah,
Okay.
there's one of this. I just didn't put the lever on this side either.
Gotcha.
There is so like you can split them in half, so like one goes up, one goes down, or you can go both up, both down. That's usually only if the giant is on there and he needs more space. So if you want to try to lower one of the sides of the elevator, you can do that. But I mean, there's nothing to really stop them from raising it back up. So you could sort of like power like baseball slide like off the side of the elevator like into the lower level.
Somebody below could raise or hit switch though too, right?
It would probably just be like a stalemate.
Tug of war,
Tug
right?
of war.
I just realized Spike's not on there.
Oh, sorry. So,
A lot of ball lightning. Have a towel though.
Oh, my bad. There's 8 of us. I counted 7.
didn't count my dinosaur. All right. So I could try to take out one of those chains if you want to disable this. We might drop in a free fall, but it would get us down. It's up to you, boys.
Is this the only way up and down?
It's one half. There's the other half of the elevator.
The two halves of the elevator are independent of each other.
Or you can move them up at the same time.
Yeah.
I think hustling over to one side and taking out 2 chains betters our odds.
This rapper called 2 Chains.
I'm just casually drinking down a health potion.
Okay. You the sweat falling down your brow as you're slowly chugging this potion.
It's warm in here.
It's like those Gatorade commercials.
Stogie.
He has that color sweat on the side of his face.
Those are weird. Yeah, like the blue sweat.
No, the orange. Yeah.
Maybe you need to lay it off it a little bit.
An ulterior motive that you wanted to try to pull off your Jesse with him distracting. I thought that was like your.
Well, as long as he's distracting them, I think we should try to take out, like, let's say the left 2 chains, and everybody hustle over, and we all go down together.
And I want to try and use I haven't done it in a while, my tricky pouches.
Sure.
I want to try and do that. I want to see what I can pull out of that.
Okay. So stealth real quick.
Not good at stealth.
Stealth or sleight of hand?
Same thing.
And then at 20, you're pretty good.
Holy
It's
smokes.
so I'll take it.
Yeah, so if you're not trading.
Pay no attention to the lizard.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
I just wanted to try and see what I can pull out first.
Go
It's do I roll it?
Yeah.
It's a 1d6. So I roll it. I'm hoping I can pull out some acid. Nope, that's gonna be oil.
Oil, okay.
Okay.
You can grease down the other side of the elevators as he slip
I
around.
was hoping to get some acid. Maybe I could throw it on like James or something, but I got oil instead. So you know.
How these are pretty hefty chains though too, aren't they?
Yeah.
No, they gotta be able to move a giant now.
Listen, man, that's all I had. Okay. I'm trying to help.
What about the mechanism, like the crank thing?
It's just like, it just cranks like you know, it spins the chain. There's like a hook that's set in the chain. It goes up, it spins the one way, it goes down, it goes the other way.
Does it look less durable than
The chain.
the chains?
This week chance, I guess. So we'll do high or low.
Shoddy technology.
High or low.
High.
It looks to be like a reinforced box that holds it, so like you couldn't get to that easily. So Quint says if you got the chain south, I'll get the chain north.
I can do that. Hopefully everybody else joins in.
I'll just look at them while I'm pulling these theatrics and say, do you still need me to distract right now?
Yes. Keep them talking. It's kind of for loud enough that everybody immediately around me can hear. It's like we need to break these two left chains.
And I'll quietly maybe add in too, if you can get some of them to evacuate out.
Okay. I have a self-playing instrument.
Okay. I remember this.
Mm-hmm. I haven't used it once. So, but I have it. And I don't know, I'm just gonna say it's like a violin, sure, a cello, whatever. Violin's probably better. It can perform moderately difficult tunes. So I'm just gonna have it play some like nocturne, and I'll say, gentlemen, as thrilling as this conversation is, we have places to be. I can't sit here all day with my very itchy trigger finger and wait for this to play out. So, my thumb is going to remain on this trigger, and you have about 45 seconds to decide what you're going to do. The indicator of that will be when the music stops. And if I don't have an answer by that time, well, you know what comes next.
This is going to result in violence.
So like I said, you can either get out of the way, or you can leave. But if a single weapon is raised at us, I can't guarantee what the next result will be.
I can't be held responsible for my actions. Okay.
So I was doing that to kind of get them a little bit more antsy, see if anybody's going to break ranks, anything like that.
Okay.
Oh, God, I have a life to change. Oh, running away.
Okay. So as this standoff is going on and we aim back to the sides here.
Nice. Violence.
Don't see the violence in there. This is
Jerry,
Yes.
you are about right here.
Okay.
Let's spawn in your person, please.
Oh. Okay.
Still disguised as an orc. Correct?
I was going to go hide after this. If it's
That
possible.
would be the time.
Okay. Actually, is this creature on the table bigger than me?
Like the
Right here?
that I'd say it's about the same-ish size.
Okay. I will drop the disguise, but I want to hide underneath that.
Okay.
I hope a 24 will do.
Well, let's see.
Is that a Sith Lord? Here?
Is that a Sith Lord entirely in your kitchen?
Can I see?
Can I see? No.
See him pull out this big dark iron sword. Marches down. He says, "Okay. The first mistake you made was thinking that any of my men would be foolish enough to come interrupt me during my private time." He's kind of just walking around, pacing. You see him scan around, and he raises a hand. You're kind of peering like a pair of eyes from the back of this like lizard turkey. Like it's got the hole where they like we put the stuffing, but your eyes are like in there.
the lizard.
You see him put his hand up and then just boom, this side of the table, like all the steaks and chickens and just blaze everywhere. This giant shot of like arcane fire like shoots out of his hand. So, imagine my surprise when one of you comes into my room, uninvited, and blabs about intruders. Well, guess what? I was expecting someone to come eventually, but I didn't think it'd be a stupid little thief. Now, what do you say you just come out to make it easy on yourself? And you see him blast through that part of the wall.
Okay. I'm going to use my mage hand. And is there any sort of stuff over by the staircase, the one leading down?
There's these mugs, these big ale mugs. Just a bunch of drained mugs at the bottom of that ale bucket. Or ale cask.
Instead, I'm going to use my mage hand. Keep in mind that it's invisible.
Yeah.
With my mage hand ledger domain. I'm going to pull that alarm in the throne with it.
Okay. You hit it and it's already it's the same sound.
It doesn't.
You already triggered the alarm.
No, okay. I thought maybe it'd be a separate one. All right. Well, failing that, am I able to maybe knock those mugs around then?
Sure.
Okay.
Give me a perception.
14.
Okay. He walks over. That'd be on my screen. Walks over, sees the mugs kind of like jingling around. He swings his sword, cleaves the barrel top off, and just this smoking, like burnt wood, like sear in the top of the barrel as it falls off, and he like kind of pokes his head and like looks inside.
Okay. I rolled a 25 to stealth. I'm gonna make a dash for the stairs going up.
Okay. Go ahead and double move for me.
Okay. top or bottom to go up. I make it to the staircase at any event.
Okay.
I mean, I can go a lot further than that, but
Okay, if you make it to the stairs, it's fine.
okay. If I got a triple move, I will. But
Oh no, you're good.
okay.
So you scamper up the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, he's not here. You wouldn't mind
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you're done revealing it or not. But...
Well, you're on the stairs regardless.
Okay.
Okay, you run up. This is the top of the stairs right here.
The bottom side.
This is the top. Yeah. See where the carpets lead?
Okay.
That's the top of the stairs.
All right. Sweet. I'll just kind of dash out here and get a full view of the room real quick.
Okay. You see a room to the north, room to the east, room to the south. These two statues here in the hallway, both of Flarazar, and this big mural painting of the city of brass.
Okay. I'll look around. I see the gnome in the cage from here.
She says, "What the hell are you doing here?"
Well, I came for a big red ruby. Do you happen to have seen any of those in your wonderful time?
It's downstairs, you idiot. Oh my god. She came upstairs looking for, oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. One. You look with your mouth, you yell at them, you yell at them? Okay, fine. Alright, whatever. Make the best out of a worse situation. Okay. Did you pick his pocket for the keys to this thing?
Who needs a key?
Well, you might. So to try it, Mr. Good Thief.
Well, how do you reckon I do that?
She points at the lock on the door of the cage. Try it.
Okay.
Go ahead, girl.
Okay.
Yeah. Pick it. DC's gonna be 25.
Sleight of hand. I'm gonna use an inspiration because that was well below that.
You have Tinker's tool. You have your proficient in those two, right?
You're right.
So you have proficiency bonus.
That's still bad. All right. I was gonna say it wasn't gonna do much. All right. All right, that's better. 15 and 10, and then my proficiency is another 3. So
Finally clicks over. I'm like, all right. Okay, I'll give you a little bit of benefit down on that one. Good work with the luck. Now, we're not gonna get past it. The giant. What's your plan on that?
well, I didn't come alone, if that's what you're asking. But we did not have that sort of intel before. I can't remember at the beginning. Was I here to listen in on that plan to blow off the chains or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure I didn't take off the foot. I've got some really heavy-handed friends who are bringing this whole place down in about a undetermined amount of time. So we've got to move quickly here.
You make me. Okay, fine.
Well, how'd you get in the cage in the
I'm not
first
making
place?
up my life, boy. You pick the top door here, Mr. Great Thief, man. Come on.
All right. The
Top door. Where's he standing?
Okay. That's gonna be proficiency is gonna be 21.
Nope.
Okay. I will use lucky this time. 26 on this one.
Okay. Click. As she walks into this workshop, you see that there is a bunch of different targets and like reagents, bunch of stuff. There's like chemicals to mix gunpowder, She's basically running all over the room, like grabbing this, grabbing that, strapping whatever she can, like in a sack that she like has in the corner there. Like, all right, and then this, get this, get my notes, and this. This goes on for about 10 minutes.
Can I assist you? What else do you need?
You stay over there.
Okay.
You're still in trouble. And then cut back to this. And you guys hear the boom upstairs, like of the arcane explosion. And then the kind of the big orc says, "You have others upstairs, then."
I'm guessing your boss upstairs is short tempered.
Remember, I told you he's gonna throw me the volcano.
Just saying, maybe he's cranky about something.
Fine. Just okay. Let's everybody think here. He wants the ruby. You want the ruby. I want you dead. He'll want you dead.
How about this? We all just part ways. We'll go downstairs, get the ruby. You and your men get the hell out of here while he's still upstairs. Tower blows up with him in it. You all still have your lives. We get what we came here for.
And hey, somebody else can be the new leader.
Give me one you know, this is not a deception for you. This is an actual diplomatic persuasion, please.
Help me. Do stuff.
Well, I rolled a 16 for helping in persuasion.
Okay, go ahead and give it advantage.
Okay. That's worse.
No, you take the best on it.
I know.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
13, but my charisma is on -1, so I'm 12.
Well, he got a 6. So I need something that I can roll against here. Men, we're pulling out. Yeah, get across the bridge. And they kind of like, sir, there's only 8 of them. Right, but they gotta have a just do what I say. I have a big bomb.
Well,
I'll point at the guy who said there's only 8 of them, and I'll be like, and one very big bomb. Math really isn't your specialty.
So they open this gate and they start to kind of file out.
The pen is mightier than the sword in this instance. The penis mightier. It's funny, Andy, because Midas is just off camera, so you're on camera doing this.
I just see a snoot occasionally.
Yeah. Loving on Andy over here. Yeah, you can sort of.
Okay.
Good boy, buddy.
You see them start to file out, and like the sweat still kind of pouring down your head there. Then from the other side, bursting through.
Is there like a gate by them?
Yes, they have the gate open.
Is it like a portcullis?
Yeah, it slides up.
Okay.
Okay, as they're filing out, I'm assuming one of us, if not somebody else, then I will be moving over to grab the lever to get it to go down.
Okay. Well, as you do that, boom, boom, the gate like raises up like super fast. Like you see him push it up with his one of his hands, and he sort of like looks around and says, "Captain, we have intruders. I knew there were more here."
As we're going down the elevator.
Bye.
Can I shoot the gate?
Okay, this is the moment of tension. So what's going to be the thing that happens? Because this is like the the boiling point. Are you going to shoot the thing to get the elevator lower? Or are you going to what's going to happen?
As I said, as they were heading to file out, I was moving around to hit the lever to go down. Because that was the deal. We were going to go down ourselves.
And then
as they cleared out.
Jesse and Hippo Man were gonna hit the other 2 chains, right?
The goal was always to go down.
So okay,
Yeah.
you're going down. All right. So as he's walking in, you guys go go downstairs. You hear shouts, and threats of violence.
As we go downstairs, how's that bomb going?
You didn't realize it's gotta go down one more, so you're still going down. You get to this level, you see all the elven slaves have everything positioned, all of the things like, oh, we heard some tension upstairs. What's going on?
All the bombs in place. Everything ready to go.
Let's go! And they all hop out of the elevator as well. And then you hear the elevator like stop and start to rise up again.
Right, everybody get off of it. Get off of it.
Get off the elevator right now.
All right. Everybody gets off the elevator.
Okay.
And it's just the drop down to like a metal grate, like the bottom elevator. It's the level below and then below that.
So there's 2 levels still to go where the thing is. Okay.
Yes.
Can we temporarily disable the elevator?
You could bust the chains from here, and then that's just where the cars will be.
Is there any other way to get down?
You'd have to climb down the chains.
What's our route out from there?
Well, yeah, no. Technically, we took 2 different ways in here. You guys took the chain, and we took the bridge originally.
Yeah. You guys can take the bridge to the...
What level is the bridge on?
The bottom.
Yeah.
The level 2. You can see it right there.
Okay, so that's the bridge.
Yeah.
So we would have to climb back up.
Is there any bridge that's lower?
No, that's the lowest bridge.
Do both elevators go up and down?
Yes.
Okay.
Where are the rest of Barnabas's? Are they
level below?
They're on the level.
They're holding that bridge that leads to the slave pens.
So there's a bridge below us.
Yes.
Oh, so there's 2 levels below because we got to go down to the very bottom for the ruby then.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna propose something crazy.
Okay.
That's how we roll.
Jeremy's not here. We don't need crazy.
Oh, there's a void now. There's a power suction.
Yeah.
Hey, I've done one crazy thing already, so
Pretty sure mine counted.
What you got, Hoss?
Move the explosives away from the chains. Put them by the elevator. Everybody climbs down. And then this is gonna probably require perception. From the level below, could I get angle on one of the barrels?
If you position it like right next to the side, yeah.
Okay. Because either that or I was gonna stay behind and be on the bridge and shoot from there.
Okay. Well, you can also do because it's like a cross pole system. So one goes up, one goes down. If you wanted to ride the chain down as the elevator's going up, you could do that.
yeah, it's not like we're gonna have time to move the barrels onto the elevator anyway because it's going up.
So you want to move one of the barrels within blast range of the side of the elevator? Because it's going to take a lot of work to move all of those barrels.
And the elevator's already going up, so
Yeah.
How big an explosion would shooting one do?
Well, it's a 5-foot tall keg of gunpowder.
Is it gonna set off the others?
I would imagine yes.
Okay, that's what I want to have.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me a strength test
For what?
to move the barrel.
Everyone can help.
I'm giving you help.
Okay. Actually,
Slaves, help this man.
I got a 10.
Okay.
John, I'm gonna start writing chain down.
So you get about halfway. I'll give you one more, without advantage this time because that was your.
Spike, you going down?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Oh,
fine.
Gotcha.
Just be here.
So you just put a barrel right next to the side there.
Yeah.
It should be able to detonate. All the slaves are getting on the chain. They're getting down.
Yep.
Everybody else is going down.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. You hear like a lot of like booted footprints going on like onto the elevators above you, like on there, and then they both go down in sequence. You guys, are you gonna shoot it from level 2 or level 1? Level 2 is where the bridge is. Level 1 is where the ruby is.
What would be the easier shot?
Level 2,
Why though?
because it's closer.
Oh,
This is level 3 though, right?
Yes.
So it's just a matter of distance.
Yes.
Oh, I can shoot distance. I can shoot up to.
Well, the bridge is on level 2, and then the thing's on level 1. So you have to climb back up to get back out. That's up to you.
But all your barrels are on level 3.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's
Okay.
the climbing back up to get to the bridge is going to happen no matter what. My idea is to.
So you're going down the bottom up.
I want to shoot the barrel.
Okay.
When I know
That's why I decided to decide where this needs to go. So he's not
Yeah.
here.
when the
He is
elevator
down.
gets close.
Let's see. This is where they were gonna be. Oh, but they are. And if you would like to spawn in. These 3 are at the bottom, waiting for their shift change.
Shift change from L here.
When you guys all drop down with like a bunch of elves as well. I'm just gonna say this whole area is like filled with people.
Charles,
All the
no.
Well,
Why he's doing that?
the elves, or at least most of them, could probably get off at level 2. I don't think we need them down here.
Charles just gotta make himself known, man.
Charles just always wants to be the center of attention.
Maybe he was hard in his previous life or something.
Hey, Radar Void, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, guys.
Yeah, welcome in, everybody. We are up to some hijinks tonight.
Yes. How's it going? What were you guys doing? How was stream?
Very nice. They were doing D&D as well, it looks like.
See down, boom. You hear, and that gap between the barrels and the elevators is closing.
Take the shot. I have multi-attacks. I'm going to shoot twice.
Okay.
Double tap the explosives.
Like, I desire help them.
I got a crit, an 18.
Nice. Okay, so crit. That's enough. That's enough.
Boom.
Let's go take the fire damage. I can roll it up if you want.
Sure. Give me 10d6.
Oh, 10d6. Well, I thought I meant to ignite.
Oh, you did. This is just the initial explosion.
Oh, okay.
Wave 1.
That's 2, 3, 4.
Edgar Cavey Mantra Smooth Prize.
7, 8, 9.
Yeah, that's exactly the time. I have exactly 9. So I dropped 1.
Oh man, I just realized that we're not on my Discord, so I don't have my soundboard, but I have the StarCraft nuclear launch detected notification.
Yes.
Okay. 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18, 20, 25, 31. And if we're doing crit, double that. So 62.
62.
I don't know what was on that elevator, but it's gonna shit.
That's just from the first explosion, too.
Flashback, it's you and the gnome. Okay, we're gonna take the elevator down, all right? 'Cause
That's the fastest way for us to get out of here. Oh God!
Elevator go down the hole.
elevator go down. Oh shit!
Okay.
Elevator go. Ooh, yeah.
The elevator cart goes rocketing down, like boom, like all 4 chains snap at once. You see this giant, like the whole place rocks. Everybody hits the deck like as the whole bottom of the tower just gyrates, and you see from the bottom this laser goes zzz, like carving a path, like a big royal S in the bottom of the volcano. You see the bubbles and different bits of magma start to flare up as it like hits this pockets of like just raw like magma. These 3 hit the deck relatively hard. As you guys get off from underneath the bottom of the elevator, it just slams down, and it is covered in like just the burnt corpses of so many orcs. There is no giant, however, but you do hear a is it like as this a couple floors up just more this giant explosion, and you hear this twing like those high tension wires like the twing twing as the chains go snap and boom boom, and they kick up giant like arcs of lava as they swing through the lava hitting the bottom of the tower, and then you feel like a wrenching as like everything moves down 20 feet as this secure ring that was holding this part of the outside of the tower in place is now just rubble. So the secure ring shears off part of the top stone of the tower. You 2 on the top floor, you feel like this lurching sensation as the tower is separated from the stonework connecting it to the sides of the bridges. And so there's a 10-foot gap in the stone in the side of the bridge. It is just like extended out with like a few buttresses, but then like it's just hanging. And so it's the same with the bottom. It's now instead of being on the 3rd floor, it's like where the 4th floor would be. And you guys are like dipping like into like the lava slowly. And like the granules and stuff like that lead to the outside, like vent work of the outside of the 1st floor. Rivulets of lava start to pour in.
I look the gnome in the eye and I'm like, I told you my friends were heavy-handed.
I should have said like, we throw great parties.
All right. As the lava seeps over all the machinery down here, you see it start to catch like bits of coal, bits of like fuel for machinery, like
Howdy,
oil,
radar.
water.
Yeah,
And
so
then you see at the bottom here this glowing red orb.
the game is a little tense right now.
It's only about
Essentially,
this big,
we're
but it has a corona of light around it, like 3
in a
rings around.
suspended
It's being
tower
suspended
in a
this glass
volcano.
case. You
And
see,
we
like,
decided to
little
blow it up in
light
the
tower
center of it,
crackling
and the
across
top part is coming
jewel
down now.
itself.
So we
You
have to
saw
grab
British
this
tower
red
is
jewel
That's
and then get out
You see a
as fast
complicated
as we
bits of,
can.
like levers, buttons, cranks, like in front of this like vast like array of machinery. Well,
I was probably gonna be. My whole intent was to get down here as quick as I could to get to that ruby to grab it fast.
okay.
So-
You get to that ruby. It is under that glass. How would you like to? Do you want to just shotgun the glass? Do you want to just try to deactivate the machine? It's up to you.
Yeah, we usually have at least
Quick
one
tinker
crazy
roll,
thing
see
a
if there's,
session.
like,
But
figure this out quick.
how was your guys' session? Does it look like you guys were playing D&D, right?
That's still gonna be inspiration. Weight proficiency bonus of 3 already.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to update that. So that's still an 18.
You need an 18.
Hey.
You see that there is a definite sequence to like eject the core. As you like push this button, turn this crank, push this lever. Then you see the glass.
Oh, thank you for the
Like,
follow, Radar.
like, sink
Appreciate
down
it.
in.
You're coming
power,
to the end
like,
of the module
sort of
we're on.
gets ready.
Ooh, what
And you
module
see
are
the
you
rubies
running
sort of
right
floating
now?
there in this little-
I'll give it a quick touch. Like, is it hot?
Oh, it's hot in your fingers, but it's not like burning off. It's like
Alright.
it has the essence of like fire itself and its
Gotcha.
core.
So I'm gonna snatch that and run back, start climbing the chain.
Okay.
I'm just ignoring these orcs or whatever these guys are. I'm just
All right. You
So-
stuff it in your pocket and it's just pandemonium right now.
Right.
Everything's kind
It's kind of
of
what I'm counting on.
Ooh,
You hear the cats like
Lost
kind of on the
Mines,
floor above
nice.
you, holding the bridge.
I've never done that one, but I'm very familiar with
That
it.
was awesome. You need to get the hell up here, though. You're really sinking in that lava really fast.
What do you think you guys are gonna run next?
Athletics, please, everyone.
This is my buddy John, the DM. This is his homebrew Spelljammer
You see a
campaign.
couple
We're
of the
playing in
elves
5th
don't
edition
get-
though.
They're overwhelmed with lava. Give me a perception test. Hey, look at that.
Hey, I'll take that.
You see one elf. He's got like this like leaf crown tattoo, kind of like around his temples. And he looks a little bit more like noble bearing. He looks like that dude you spoke to.
Okay.
That's probably the chief's son.
All right. Can I get to him?
Give me an athletics test.
Is that another one?
Yes,
For the
another D20.
Okay. Well, I rolled for the
You did.
first time you asked, so
Yep.
roll another one. Okay.
Yep.
That's not great.
Okay. You see the lava kind of like getting closer to him. Give me one more.
One more. Okay. What is this one?
Could you like wild shape into a bird?
A bird.
You got 11 athletics. I don't have any.
So no bonus. Okay. I'll see you get to him. He's heavily like you see the lava start to like kind of roll over where he is, and he gets scalded pretty bad. Like his legs kind of get burned. He's kind of trying to like, crawl.
Okay. 1 second. This guy will come something.
Do you have a spider?
Yeah, well, that's what I was looking to see. I think I can turn into a giant spider.
Yeah.
And can I just do that? I'm gonna turn into a giant spider and just grab his ass.
Yeah, you can.
All
do
right,
that.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna grab him.
Oh.
Battlefield.
Grab the rest of him too, yeah.
You start, like, helping him, and then you just kind of like wait a second, and then you turn into spider, and you kind of crawl over and like get him on your back. And he's like just kind of like tight grip around you, and you're able to like crawl up the wall.
How big a spider is he?
Giant spider.
Yeah, like
Large beast.
large. So yeah, so at least
You want to say hi,
He,
Sippy?
right, like if he had a web, he'd like been squished away the hole was.
that would be sticky too.
I got a 22 on my athletics, so I'm climbing.
You're up. Hi, Seth.
Oh, yes, sir.
So yeah, you get him up and out of this area. You guys retrieve the ruby.
We're going to Storm King's Wrath next. It's direct follow-up to Lost Mines. Ooh! See, I've heard of that one. I'm not
we'll go
very
back to the
familiar
top
with it,
here.
though. Do you know roughly about like what level the party is in the follow-up to that?
Jared, you were like halfway down the stairs here, like running down.
5.
Like,
Okay,
where
gotcha.
The bottom of the stairs is right here. That lurch happens, like you guys fall. You guys downstairs.
She was able to collect everything she needed. Or?
She took her time.
Okay.
To get what she needed.
I just want to make sure not leaving her behind.
So you see now there's a bridge on this level here.
Oh,
that has
also
sheared its way through like the stonework. Like
we have the party split
There's a
because
10-foot gap.
that's what you
so, like,
do,
this
right?
Area here.
So our little raccoon thief friend is at the top of this tower that we collapsed, and he's rescuing this
And then that's where
this
the stone
gnome
begins.
who's been forced to
The
work
bridge is
for
a little
this
bit- a
guy,
little bit bigger across.
and
Not
we
even, like,
blew
a
up
across.
everything. So
But,
now
like,
they have to
that's
try and
now
get
where
out
it is
their
from
own
there.
way now. So
And
yeah,
you see one or two orcs like on the other side where the guards have gone, and now that like they've seen what happened, like they've turned around, right the fuck around, and they're running out.
They're running out.
Yeah.
Okay. Quickly this way. I'll kind of guide her over toward it.
You guys get over there, and she's like, I don't know if I can jump this. This is a pretty big.
I'm already rustling my sack. I throw a second half of a rope in her hands, and I put the other in my teeth, and I get running.
Okay, athletics.
How about 16?
Yep. You take your little way across there.
Okay. Is there like the little rivets in the bridge or whatever? Can I just like quickly wrap the rope around that?
Sure.
All right.
Give me a used rope. Let's say that's dexterity.
Dexterity. 13.
Okay. You were able to wrap it around real fast and like throw the line.
I gave her the line before I jumped.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just like, am I supposed to swing on this thing?
Just go! It's falling down!
Wrap it around your arm.
Okay.
Jared, this is the part where you tell her, not so sassy now, are you?
Like, she makes it like 3 feet out and it drops like a rock, and you hear, and then you see her like at the bottom of the rope, like just dangling. Strength, please.
Okay.
You two are about the same. What's your strength? Like same size.
My strength is a 13.
13. Okay, so just decide the DC.
Wrong ass raccoon.
He's strong.
Strong.
I'm definitely inspirationing that. That's a 2 again. Right. That's a little bit better. 14 this time.
Okay.
With the plus
Start
one.
hauling her up, just like slowly. We cut back down. So this is where all the elves were. You see, you guys are up here. You can make it to level 2.
Okay, radar sounds good. Well, I appreciate the raid, buddy. Hopefully, the kids go down easily. I appreciate the lurk too, buddy.
I just didn't know if you realized.
And yeah, I'll have to try and catch your next stream too. You guys have a good night, though, and thank you for entrusting us with your community.
You're doing a great job.
Yeah, anyone who has to get that after stream self-care, definitely do what you gotta do. Get a snack, go get some EPs, whatever you gotta do. We'll still be going, but we appreciate if you lurk.
How long has the campaign been? Since the second building we've blown up already?
Ashen,
Don't fix it.
Ashen structure adventures.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, now we can be the Ashen Tower. Hell yeah. That sounds cool too.
See, none of it would have
That sounds cooler, actually.
the layout better.
The Ashen Tower sounds like a boss destination.
Couple with the support chains.
Oh man.
If anything, put them at the very bottom or the very top. If one goes, it's not going to affect the rest.
They're also orcs, you know. Well, I guess I don't know that the orcs built it, though. That's the thing.
I want full credit for it. Did you hear what I said, Micah?
No, I didn't.
They're no good at architecture.
Oh my god.
You two hang out too much.
It's okay, I'm proud of you.
Honestly, I know it's probably a little frustrating on DMN side things, but I rather enjoy Charles just exploding.
I think it's just something having to do with how he was generated for me to use, I think.
I'm gonna delete him and resave him and try it again.
Default size or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this track isn't suspenseful enough.
Well, we weren't lying. We had a bomb.
Mm-hmm.
If that orc captain isn't vaporized, he sure as hell was like, well, I'm glad I didn't call bluff.
You see standing up from underneath the rubble, getting up. Flarazar. You come into my tower. You blow it to hell. You steal my ruby. And you ruin my personal time.
Real bitch, isn't it?
Okay, so this is a void. This is complete open void. That leads down into the level below. This is just, there is wreckage. You are now at like maybe 10-ish feet above the lava, and it's like bubbling down. It's not quite to the brim where it's gonna be, but that center void is gonna be lava in like a few turns as like the base level starts to build up. The other slaves start to climb the wall, try to get to back up to the bridge. It's like I said, the stone is basically sheared, so then now there's like a huge gap where the bridge is supposed to be, and then you see like ropes being thrown down from like that 10-foot gap, and they're trying to get like people to climb up and get people escaped. And you see flares are on the other side here, kind of getting up, grabbing a sword. I'm not gonna let you escape. And he goes to cast a spell. Does anybody do anything?
Can I shoot him with web?
Okay, that's
He's looking for
Reactions.
reactions. Yeah, he's looking for
shoot him with web.
Micah to say something.
any reactions at all?
For Micah to say the magic word, counterspell.
Counterspell.
Are you?
That's 2 words, so yes, I'll say it.
Go ahead and give me a roll.
Am I just adding just straight up roll or adding?
Skill.
Yeah, it's gonna be D20 plus your casting modifier.
Okay.
I'm gonna just for shits and giggles. I'm gonna activate my shield of energy absorption,
Okay.
which is fire. So for 10 minutes, I have resistance to fire.
Okay.
Okay. So that is okay.
I'm just cast mirror image. When'd you learn that? When'd you learn mirror image? I'm joking. I'm joking.
I got a
Right on.
16.
Oh, you're control both. Yeah, go ahead and delete one, John. Sorry.
By 1, you got it.
Woo!
Feel like this icy wind start to blow up the form of like the gap in the wall. And you see there was gonna be a wall of ice cutting off that whole area, but then it just it bursts and just like snowflakes fall down in another area. And then now give me initiative.
Think you want to build a snowman?
All right.
Well, they all can't be high rolls, I guess.
All right, Andy, what do you get?
20.
20.
I got 19.
Jared. Oh, you're not.
No, I'm not in this one.
Micah.
3.
Mike.
19.
Jesse.
15.
Charles.
No, it's not actually Charles, but
It's Chuck.
Can't be Charlie. He's in Candy Mountain.
Yeah.
it's a volcano mountain.
Volcano Mountain.
Nah, fuck it.
Yeah.
God, that's got to be like 20 years old by now, right?
Yes.
Getting there at least.
Memes never change.
Yep.
Okay, so first off is going to be Andy.
Like how old advice
Isn't that
now
giant,
is.
is he?
Hmm?
That's kind of giant, is he?
It's just the little yellow lamb
Made of
puppy with the
fire?
happy look in the
No, he's just
rainbow.
his body. He comes from the fire energy plane, so like he's got like red skin and whatever, but he's like immune to fire essentially.
Oh, perfect.
Is he immune to lava, though?
Okay, so Andy, you are first.
Well, I'm gonna be useless for this fight.
So,
I mean, bullets probably hurt him.
Yeah, my gun shoots fire bullets. That's a magical gun.
are we trying to fight this guy or are we trying to get out of here? What's the play?
Both.
He's going after the slaves you guys are trying to like let escape.
Okay.
You guys are like the only line of defense between these guys like escaping.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Also, you are a giant spider.
I'm just gonna shoot him with some web then.
I was gonna say, if anything, I don't think killing him is the goal. We have to
Right. That's what I
impair and delay him, and so we can escape too.
I'm just gonna make you big.
Perfect. Big old laser spike. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot him with some web.
Okay.
And then,
Let me try something real quick.
okay.
Okay, if I spawn Charles here, he's fine. That's weird.
Yeah, I think it was just the one that you gave me permission with.
All right. Oh, I gotta roll on. So, what cast my great fire?
Okay.
What the fight do to you, and why'd you just dent it?
said if they bite you, bite them back.
Okay. So you got web coming my way.
Spider, spite. Spider, spite. Does whatever spider, spite does.
His webs is what he does.
Okay, so what does that? It just means I'm
Yeah,
Down here.
he's just restrained.
okay.
Target is restrained.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna move over to the side there, kind of block
Or the escape route.
Yeah, well, yeah, I want to put myself between him and the slaves running out. I guess.
Okay.
You want to intercept?
Yeah.
Like if he charges in.
Yeah.
Or
I'll do it from this side. Sorry. So like where, like right here.
Can't see where your mouse is. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Just wherever.
Back in between like the racks and stuff like
Yeah.
here.
So
Okay.
Get him.
All right. Minor.
So he's bound right now.
He's in play. He's restrained.
So we should have like disadvantage on deck saves then at least, right?
Yeah, he can't move.
All right, I'm gonna cast grease underneath him.
He's
tricky.
it's getting all kinds of kerfuffled.
DC 15 deck save.
He falls. So it doesn't really matter.
At least you don't have a hex blade in the party, right, John?
Oh, he thinks he's gonna win with this little grease maneuver, but it's not gonna matter. I can ignite it with fire, and I'm immune to fire, so it's just gonna go away.
I'm just trying to slow him down from getting to us, so having him fall over is helpful.
I'm allowed to do some villain banter here and there.
No, I know.
You gotta go in the scary voice.
Oh, you think you got me?
Bit of my trap card.
Then, yeah, I'll help. I'll move toward our escape, but make sure others are getting out first.
Okay.
Especially the
Yeah.
women and children.
Get back. Do you have your little thing with you too?
But
Your turret?
no, I haven't put that out yet. Actually, I did place that out earlier, didn't I?
Yeah.
It's
It's still here on this floor. Do you want to just have it like next to you?
Yeah, fuck it. I'll use my bonus action to have it.
dang it. You like my camera?
2 times. 2 for 2.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. They're forward placement.
Yeah, I think it is.
There we go. Okay. This should fix it.
I'll have the.
Earthquakes are real in this room.
But only for you.
Only free.
I'm doing simulated effects here. I'll have the catapult shoot at him.
Okay.
That's a 14.
What do I have to? Is it? I have to.
No, it's 14 to hit.
Yes, I hit. It means.
Now I don't know what the hell they damage is. Force Ballista is 2d8. All right, 2d. It's 8 force damage.
Okay.
A 2d3. That's all I got.
Yeah, it did, Brock. I got a tripod that it's sitting on.
It's okay. Okay. How much
There was
force
a
damage?
cord hanging that I was reaching between, and
How much force damage is that, Mike?
8 force damage.
It's all fixed now.
All right.
Once you get rowdy again.
Rowdy, no.
Rowdy, no.
Tom's turn. Tom's gonna help with the refugees.
Straight chosen one. Get them out of here.
This way. He just starts getting people on the ropes.
There's item, battle monsters, and run. He's mashing that run button as hard as he can right now.
Could not get away.
Yeah, couldn't get away.
Flarazar, he lets loose a burst of flame underneath him, and it's gonna burn the web and the grease away.
He farted. Oop, he just farted.
Yeah.
Still gotta spend half his movement to get up.
And he's gonna Walk a little bit towards you, Dreadnought. All right. 5 is going to be Barnabas. He's going to roll to rescue. I need to get 4 successes before 3 failures. That's 1 failure. Okay. So the lava's coming. They're just the elves are not hurrying as much as they can be. But, come on, you need to get out of here. Oh, actually, you know what? He's helping him. We'll give him advantage on that roll.
As Tom's helping too.
Okay, that's 1 success.
Tom's like, hurry up or I'll summon another monster to bite you or something.
Yeah, there's a giant spider over in the corner.
Coins will help as well. So he'll get a bonus on top of that advantage. Oh, come on now! Get up the ladder!
Not cool as before.
Mike. Oh, Jesse, you go as well.
Okay, let me see.
I kind of am promoting Jasmine tonight unintentionally. My shirt here.
I'll have you go after Mike this time, but you share a turn with Quint. So.
Jasmine's are gonna.
I hope you know what you're doing, Jared.
I'm failing, I know.
Okay. Okay. I am going to cast Ray of Sickness on him. Just a sickness, you see.
Get down with the sickness.
Only the verbal components are. Oh wow.
He fails. He got a net 5.
Ooh.
All right. Then he takes 2d8. Okay.
Makes him like weaker, yeah. I think he has disadvantage on attack on melee attack rolls.
So he'll take 10 poison damage.
Okay.
And then he's poisoned until the end of my next turn.
Yeah, he takes disadvantage on attack. Okay.
And then I'm going to. Has Jesse gone yet? I'm just curious.
He's supposed to go before you, but he's gonna go directly after you this time.
Okay.
Unless you want him to go now, then that's fine.
No, that's fine. I'll move over here. And then I guess I'll have my bone beast go with me here. He's the only baddie down here, right?
Yep.
Alive, I should say. Okay. And that will be my turn.
The rest are Smithers.
I have a musket. I guess I can shoot him with that. Uh, 17 and 14. No,
17 hits.
19 and 16.
Both hit, yeah.
Okay. Total of 17 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move all the way over.
All the way over against the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Towards the exit.
Actually, what's the second damage you got there?
It was a combined 17. Both attacks.
What was the second half of the damage?
It would have been 9.
9. Okay. On the second one, he's gonna throw up an arcane shield to block that one. You see him like it's a weaker version. Like it's kind of like a half strength one from the ones you've seen other wizards use. It only flashes for a second, and you see it takes a lot of strain for him to do that. 13. Okay. Then Micah went. Then it's back to the top of the order. Andy.
Right.
Oh, I guess at the end of my turn, I'm just gonna shout for everybody to make their way out.
Okay, that's what they're doing. You see a lot of the refugees escaping on the ropes that are being dropped down by the pirates.
Is there any way I can help the refugees escaping?
Yeah,
Or...
you just say you're gonna help. Did you take your turn helping?
All right, yeah, I guess I'll just run over there and do that then.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d20.
16.
Okay.
What kind of spread do you have?
Two successes.
Did you like kind of grab the top and just let them use you as like a little bridge?
I don't know. It just says large beast. It doesn't necessarily.
You gave it a success to the skill challenge with that. Also, you just kind of took all 8 of your legs and curled up with a bunch of refugees and like zipped up with your web line, and then like handing them off to the
Swinging back and forth slightly.
Did I make sure the chief's son get out?
Yeah, he's out.
Okay.
Yep.
Good people.
Good job, Spike.
Spider noise.
Spider noise. Minor.
We will cast
Magic into darkness.
to make this easier. Oops.
Magic unto darkness? Is it from something?
That's like an old meme. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I'm within 60 feet, right? Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on him. Please give me a Dexterity save.
Okay.
DC 15.
Net 10, so no, if I fail.
Sweet. We all have advantage on attacks against him. So my bonus action, I'm gonna have my catapult thing. Shoot him.
Okay.
Well, you
9 and 7, 16.
Okay.
16 to hit. Is that a hit?
Yes.
Okay. Nice. 13 force damage.
Okay.
He's glowing. He cannot go invisible.
Tom's helping.
I was expecting it to. But...
Everybody grouped up here on the wall. You see him raise his hand, and he says, I am made of fire, but sometimes cold is what's needed. And he throws his hand out to cast another spell. Any reactions?
Only got a 1 counterspell, folks.
Okay. I just like to make sure I give you the opportunity.
Yeah, it's funny to save or something.
Everyone give me a dexterity save, please. So, corner here.
That include me?
Yes.
What food?
Me or no?
Not you.
Okay.
23.
Oh, okay.
Probably with staff.
17.
Okay.
Doesn't say that my trait has any dexterity, so
Do I have hit points?
it's got hit points in AC, but doesn't say anything about dexterity. So
Just roll a d20 and
just straight 20.
yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
I got a 13 and got a 10.
Okay, you both failed. DC is 15. Everybody failed. Okay, so you passed because you got and you passed. So you guys are going to take half of this. Ice storm rains down from this like arcing cloud that spawns above you. There's just like ice shards and heavy hail shoot down. It's going to deal 11 points of bludgeoning and 11 points of ice. So if you passed it, it's going to do just 11 points total. Fail, it's 22.
Do that again.
My thing is just barely alive.
Okay, and then all the ground, like in front of that spot now, is now slippery ice.
Difficult terrain.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go get a storyboard of this. Quite. It's one fail. So the ice pelts them. They're trying to pull survivors up. It's not quite helping. We then go to Jesse.
And then me, right?
Yep, and then you make up.
Shoot him twice again.
Okay.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, you have advantage.
Oh, I have advantage?
Yeah, since you got fairy fire.
23, 24.
Yep, I can't shield beyond that.
Nine. 34.
34? Okay.
And then I'll move closer to the escape route.
Okay, it is difficult terrain. So you get like about here.
I can move 35.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, Micah.
Okay. I'm going to bag up my bone beast here.
Okay.
To remove him from the board. Boop.
Bye, Charles.
It's not Charles.
Oh, was it?
No, it's just his icon because I don't have one for my bone dog.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm going to just shoot him. There it is. With my revolver. Actually, it's a musket.
Should call him James Tibius Kirk.
Best I can.
Well, I'm assuming a nat 2 is not going to hit him, so.
Advantage.
Oh, I do? Oh, he's fairy fired, right?
Yes.
Perfire. Does 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
So why am I not immune to fairy fire? Too funny.
Then he'll take 11 piercing. And I'll move here.
All right. Top of the order, Andy.
Right.
You want to try to help more people?
Yeah. First thing I'm gonna do is do my healing thing with the Circle of Moon as a bonus action. Expend a spell slot to regain 1d8 hit points per level spell slot. I'm gonna expend a second level.
Okay.
So it's 2d8, and then I'm just gonna help.
Okay. There's a second to get there.
That's gonna help out.
That's just it.
Is that just you, or is that everybody?
It's just me.
Okay.
How are you doing?
On a scale of 1 to 52, I'm feeling about a 4.
Okay.
Well, we didn't recover from
Yeah.
we did fights in last session.
Yeah, I was feeling pretty bad earlier too. Okay, so yeah,
This is good. You're in the danger zone. I want you in the danger zone.
Well, I'm just trying to get the fuck out of here.
yeah, and then I'll help. How's it looking? There's still a lot of slaves. trying to
You're
get
halfway
out?
done. You got
Okay.
Okay. You got 2 successes. You still got to do.
Do you want me to roll again?
Yeah. If you're gonna help, go ahead and roll.
I'm supposed to really care about this.
Okay. Success. One more left.
I mean, I got the important stuff.
Yeah, you got
Okay.
weird here.
Minor, it's your turn.
Um,
You're at the base. You can start climbing up a rope if you'd like.
first, I will, seeing Jesse kind of not doing so well, I will upscale Cure Wounds 2d8.4, and of course I can't. That's okay. There's 12 hit points for you.
I love how you keep your dice in the dice tray. You roll your dice on the table.
John, I've been rolling shit in the dice tray. We're trying something new, and I'm doing okay over here. So, right. I will move, and climb can be part of a move action.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start climbing.
Okay.
And then bonus action, have my catapult shoot.
Okay.
18 is a hit. That, yeah, okay. 12 force damage. And it'll crawl up the wall too.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like over here working its way. I'm gonna be, I guess, here trying to climb up.
Tom's going to continue to provide support. Giving you advantage. All right. Micah.
That's me.
You see, like, kind of across from you, like, walking over. You see him, like, he kind of regards your revolver. He's like, huge. Mine's bigger. And he pulls out this giant 7-foot-long cylinder, cocks this big giant hammer, and then give me a dex save, please.
Actually, I'll use inspiration on that.
Okay.
That is 11.
Second roll must not have been much better.
It was 7 better.
They have hammered out juice tonight. So
Okay. You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as 4 cannonballs like shoot like almost like a shotgun spray out of the barrel of this giant pistol. However, one of the barrels backfires, and you see like him get sprayed in the face with like this sort of ashy like soot, and he goes, "Ah," and he starts to kind of rub his eyes a little bit. So he's going to take a fraction of the damage as well.
I'll kind of like hold my gut and chuckle at him and say, "Well, at least mine works as intended."
I'm gonna shout at you, Mike. I'm like, "Come on, Captain, let's get the hell out of here."
All right. Fails again. He's just kind of getting overwhelmed. I don't know if I can get this done in time.
What's Barnabas doing?
He's trying to get people to go to get out.
Oh, okay.
He's not making the rolls. Quint, Captain. He's gonna run. This is all difficult for me.
How long does that last? Difficult terrain? Probably a minute, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to react to him yelling at me?
Yeah. He's gonna bust up the ice so that it makes it so it's not difficult terrain. You just
Okay.
Option.
I will just scream at them.
He'll just use his action.
I'll just when he yells like he's coming in here, I'm just going to say, "You need to run," and that's an order. Don't worry about me.
Hi, Captain.
Yeah, I am a bit curious as to what your plan is.
Jesse and Micah.
Well, I can't tell you.
So you're at the base of one of the ropes if you want to climb up.
I do.
On your move. So you're up on the ledge here at Barnabas and the other. You see a bunch of slaves get led down the path to cross the bridge there.
Guess I will give covering fire.
Still got advantage.
Give me a
That's what
perception.
Waba's doing too.
Mhm.
Giving covering fire.
That's fair.
10.
You see that part of the elevator structure is like barely hanging off the ceiling. You might be able to, if you score a high enough shot, to shoot it to drop it directly on top of Flare's arm.
Oh, yes, yes. Got a 21.
Okay, 20 is what we're looking for. Roll and roll damage.
Good. 25.
All right.
I have another shot. If it need be.
You shoot this support chain that was like part of the big wooden support beam that was like holding it down as just sort of like swinging by chain. Shoot it and just clocks him in the back of the head as he's trying to like wipe his eyes. Okay, go ahead and roll 2d12.
13.
13.
A 12 and a 1.
That was my heal for you. It was 7 and a 1.
You see it slam him on the back of the head. Now he's like, and he's kind of like teetering on the side there of the big prop.
Can I like shoot him in the foot?
You want to like ring trip him?
Yeah.
Okay, we can try that. I'm gonna say 25 for your DC.
Well, perfect. I got an 18. I roll at a +7.
Okay, so go ahead and roll. What's your? If I was to make a saving throw against your your shooting, like your dexterity, like 8 plus proficiency plus your dex mod, what would that be?
8 plus proficiency is 11 plus dex mod would be 15.
And luckily got a 17. So like you shoot him in like the toe. I'll say you shoot off like his baby, like his pinky toe. And he's wing, but not quite enough to get him to like you were trying to aim for like the inner part of the foot to get him to move it. So he's still just kind of like teetering right there. But you just don't do a d6 of damage. He shot off a toe.
With a giant.
Yeah, there you go. All right. We then go to Micah.
Oh, is he possibly going to fall in the elevator shaft?
Yeah, he's teetering on the edge.
And he's about to break.
I'll give you that one.
I'll allow it. Um. Hmm.
Anything that can make him move forward towards you?
Not originally. That's what I'm trying to see if I can flub anything. Okay.
Make an explosion happen behind him and the force push him forward.
Rocket jump.
What kind of damage would the bottled lightning do?
Yeah, I said lightning damage.
Okay. Hmm.
It does cause an explosion of some sort.
Lightning or nature.
Yeah.
Do I think that would be enough to propel him at all?
Like, kind of, he's holding his head. He's kind of blinded. He's trying to reload his gun. He's definitely vulnerable.
He's missing a toe.
Mm-hmm. He's missing a toe.
I won't be stubbing that one anymore.
Okay. It's kind of critical. Sorry, this is taking a second.
Oh, this is a big one.
Just doing damage probably won't be a bad thing.
Okay. Okay. Is this whole elevator shaft open? Like all four of it right here, these big squares? Okay.
Yep. It's all crashed at the bottom. You see, it's about, I'd say it's about 3/4 of the way up with lava. Another couple turns and it'll start bubbling over.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, how soon till at this rate, essentially. Unfortunately, the only thing I have that could pull him is only 10 feet.
Just deal damage then, man.
Spoken like a true fighter, buddy. I'm actually going to...
Punch him in the junk. I have to uppercut. I don't know.
Okay.
It's not good effect.
So he's like sort of blinded right now, or no?
Yeah, he's somewhat blinded.
Okay. 1, 2, 5. Okay. Move here. I guess I'll chuck the bottled lightning just to see if it's gonna do anything, but I'm gonna try to aim it like kind of like the back 2 squares of his circle here.
Okay.
To kind of get him to instinctually like back up, like away from the pain or whatever, you know, where the source of damage is.
Okay.
But,
go ahead and roll 2d10.
11.
Okay. As you throw this grenade at him, and it does hit this sort of like wall of all these metal like shields and whatever, it sort of blows up in this giant like statical shock explosion of like lightning. It pulls him over about halfway. You see his legs dangling, and he's sort of like hanging on. And he sort of looks over and says, I'll get you, and I'll make you make all the weapons in the world for me. You won't escape. And then you see this out of the lava, a giant stone hand come up and grab him by the back and pull him down like into the lava itself. And he's like, what? No, 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 no. And he gets pulled into the lava. And then you hear this giant shaking voice just, I thank you for freedom. And then from the lava, you see like washes up is this giant red, like basketball-sized rough stone that's like pulsating red, like right where his body was.
Is it big enough to? How big is it? Can I mage hand it or no?
The size of a basketball.
Okay. Is it super heavy? Can I mage hand or no?
Big rock, so yeah, it's gonna be about 25-30 pounds.
Okay. I guess. Well, I moved 5 feet and chucked the potion. Can I move anymore or no?
I'd say we're out of combat at this point.
Okay. I will grab it, and then I'm going to Misty Step on top of the bridge there.
Okay. And as you guys are getting the last of the survivors up on the bridge, getting going there. Cut that.
Because wasn't that supposed to be his heart, right?
Yes. Yeah.
We cut back here. Stogie. And you're still pulling. Give me another strength test. Agus. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Nat 19, so 1 more is 20 dirty.
Okay, you get her about 2/3 of the way up, and she's still kind of like basically having a panic attack. She's kind of like wriggling around. You feel behind you a boot sort of like smash into the back, like the middle of your back. And as you turn around, it's that chieftain.
Okay.
It's like, you little runt. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Sure. That save, that'll bring me to a 12.
Okay. He kind of boots you off.
Yo,
aside,
mage.
but you're able
Welcome
to
on
sort of
in.
slide down
How's it
on the
going,
rope.
buddy?
So it's you and her
Good to
dangling
see
at the bottom
you.
of that rope.
Thank you for the raid.
And like you're on top of her. She's at like a
How's it
all
been
tied up
going?
with this, stuff like that.
How was
And you see the chief's, like, hero
AI
guard, so
me?
You're both sort of still tied there.
Okay.
Why won't you die?
I'm going to, if I'm able to.
Yep.
I'm gonna blast him with Ray of Frost on the ground by his feet too, just
Okay.
his whole lower half or whatever.
He's doing some
Ray of
speedrun
Frost
practice.
is-
Dang, you gonna be speedrunning AI limit?
It's gonna be.
That's pretty impressive because yeah, that game just came out not too long ago. So I mean, hit it while it's still
Roll damage.
like red hot, I guess. I gotcha. I mean, but hey, it's a good idea though, because I imagine it's still like a fairly fresh market for that though. Yeah, right, exactly.
It's another 6, so 12 frost damage.
Okay. You blast
Yeah.
her in the face.
Yeah, welcome on in, guys. You kind of caught us in
Hands up,
a
you kinda step
climactic
back and
moment.
You could hear him trying to like rub his face.
Essentially, the
like,
TLDR of what's going on is in our D&D campaign at the moment, we are space pirates
You see the rope like
in
rubbing
a
against, like, the,
magical
like, the bottom
setting,
of the bridge.
and essentially
Right? Can I?
we
kinda
are on
F
this
myself
planet
up and over
where
again?
there's this
Like,
volcano
Give me an athletic
where
or
this
an
fire
acrobatics.
giant was living inside the volcano in this giant suspended stone tower,
with
and he was
acrobatics.
essentially amassing an army, and we were sent to
Okay,
like
you make it on the
stop
on the very edge.
him or steal the source
And
of his
then
power, and we
I'm
did
gonna just
both.
throw all my weight into his legs and
By
kinda
exploding
go
the
knock
center of the
on top
tower,
off
so
the
now it's
side.
collapsing,
There is
and
like
we
a wave
had,
fire on it, so it's gonna it's.
we had
I'm gonna say the percentage is gonna be more
part
that
of the
he
party
hits
at the
rail
top
than
and
falls
most of us at the
Okay, how
bottom.
about this instead?
So now we're having to get
I'm gonna
out
blast him with
collectively
chromatic
while
orb
it's just
top heavy, so he
collapsing.
goes
So
flying
that's what's
over
going on
head
at the
over
moment.
heels.
You
I'm
can
just
try
having
it.
fun. I don't
Okay.
think I'll get super fast currently with
Chromatic
double the time on
orb.
the first 3 bosses. I gotcha.
I'm pretty sure it's a spell.
Well, still though, it's something new. Something new, and not a lot of people are probably speedrunning it. Corner of the market.
Here we go. Chromatic.
But yes, welcome on in, everybody.
Actually, I changed my mind. Can
I'm Limit
No, I
Breaker
didn't specify
99999.
that, did I?
I'm sure
No.
most of you
Uh,
probably
Thunder.
already know that just from
Okay.
Mage and I's shared communities.
Okay.
But
Mage
just in
Range
case you
spells.
don't, I'm a variety streamer. Tonight you caught us
That's
on our
gonna
one
be
night,
with the 5 kicker
about
number
twice a
with
month that we
15.
do D&D with me and a
Two
bunch of my
hit,
close
hit.
friends.
Okay.
Total damage.
Normally though, I'm a variety streamer. I do a lot of
3d8
retro
damage, so
randomizers, multi-worlds like Ocarina of Time,
5, 6,
Hollow Knight,
7, 8,
Castlevania.
9, 10, 11,
I also
12.
play Souls-like games, and other games with my friends. So, but yeah, welcome on in. If you guys got a raid and run, I totally understand. Get that after
Whoa.
stream self-care. Get a snack, get some
Um,
EPs, whatever you got to
Sort of
do.
blast him up.
If you
and
got
he
lurk,
does
definitely
sort of, like,
appreciate
reel
it. But yeah,
back, like,
welcome on in,
against, like,
guys.
the railing. But you see
We
him more or
finished the
less
big fight. Now we're
tumble
trying to
back,
just
he's,
escape
like,
with our
hugging,
lives, though, at the
like
moment.
the
So
side of like one of the parapets.
Okay. I'm gonna shout to her to start climbing.
You gotta break through her like total panic attack. Give me a persuasion.
Okay.
You didn't think this was gonna be easily, did you?
This will bring me to a 17 on that.
She starts kind of climbing her way up.
Okay.
You see behind you the orc chieftain get back and sort of like start to crawl his way back over.
I heard no well yet.
Yeah. I'm gonna take...
wear you like a hat.
Okay. Once we can see any of this, can we?
Also, yeah, you can like look up and see this little struggle happening on the other bridge.
I want to take the shot.
Take the shot. Okay.
Whoops. Oh, I don't get disadvantage on long range.
Okay.
I'm gonna take 2 of the daggers that I had in my inventory and just come down on both hands. My attack roll, I don't know if you want me to make a second one or not, but it's 16
Yep.
plus.
That's a hit.
Okay, plus 6 or whatever.
You can make 2 attack. I'm going to need 2 attack rolls for 2 different daggers.
Okay.
So that was the first dagger.
The second one is a 15 with a 6 kicker, so 21.
21. Okay, no roll damage. A second dagger, because you don't have 2 weapon fighting, isn't going to get any benefit from dex or strength. It's going to be a strength. Yeah, just a strength
Straight
roll.
roll. Okay, so the dagger will 1d4. That's just one.
Nice.
One. That'd be 8 with the other one with the second one.
Okay. Your daggers go in through his hands, but not enough to like pin him to like the.
Well, I wasn't looking the pin.
Okay.
I just wanted to make him drop or whatever.
He's giant orc. He gets up and he's like pulls the daggers like. I'm gonna splay, and then you hear a pop from like way down below. The back of his head sprays float from the top and just like covers you in like orc gore as the body sort of like wavers and then falls off the side of the bridge.
Recognizing the sound, I'm going to peer over the edge. Thank you, let's not.
Ew, orc gore. That's the worst kind.
Just for shits and giggles.
And then hurriedly try to help her, assist her back.
Okay. Okay, you get her back up on the bridge. You guys see that the tower itself is now like the chains are starting to strain, like holding the other ring in place. Like this whole tower is
It's all overextended as hell. Yeah.
You guys are on the side of the bridge. What are you gonna do?
Boogie toward where the rest of the orcs are running.
Okay.
Like to escape.
Reconvene at the ship, I imagine. That's
Okay.
we got what we came for.
Yeah, unless there's some series of tunnels I have to navigate or anything, I'm gonna try to
Check your
escape.
inventory real quick.
What's that?
Check your inventory real quick.
Okay.
Do you have a thing, the little boat?
Little boat.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything like that.
Somebody has a little boat.
Yeah, didn't you get the little dinghy or something early on, right? Little thing like that.
I think you
Oh,
did.
he's a raccoon. It can't be that big.
Was it like the Smoothie Puff Jr. or something like that we were making jokes about earlier? I didn't know if I held on to that, so I didn't write it down. But if you're saying I did hold on,
I was sort of hoping you did, but we'll see.
I mean, I would if I was given the chance.
You're the one that
I'm sticky fingers here.
You're the one that was awarded to.
I was
so.
gonna say, if I remember right, it was given to the party, but you were the one that acquired it. So
Okay.
then you were the one that had it.
I wouldn't have let it gone if they were giving it to me. So.
You don't think you could fly it all the way back to the ship, but you could certainly fly it down to the other members of the party.
With her as well.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll pull it out or whatever. Prep it. Oh yeah, because I had the magic.
Together make like half a person. So.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'll go ahead and activate that.
All right. It shrinks from a tiny little. You pull out the trophy. It's a trophy, and it sings. And it makes itself in the size of a thingy, with a little spell jamming helmet on there, and like
Wait,
Oh, wasn't it like a ship in a bottle or something like that?
something along
like a
those
little,
lines.
Yeah.
A
Now I
little bit
remember
about
it.
I just didn't know if I held on to it. I thought it was a.
She like flammers on, and she's like holding her backpack. She's like, "Go, go, go!"
All right. Yeah, we're gonna.
And then you fly down. You see from the other bridge this like dinghy, sort of like with these two wings behind it, with like eagle wings flying down. And like you see, clutch his little paws clutched on the control orbs. Stogie, Haggis, and you see this like shaking gnome like white knuckling the side of the boat as it like as you ease it in. Give me a landing roll on the bridge. Dexterity.
Dexterity. Hey, I'm pretty good. 18 plus 3.
There you go. Like on an aircraft carrier, you like land it right in the middle of the bridge. It's come to a slow stop. You like, and then like rocks kick up as the boat like makes like almost like a wedge like right in the middle of the stone. Yeah, it's like smoking from from the friction. But yeah, you're surrounded by cat pirates, and they're all like, "Hey!"
Well, boys, I didn't find the ruby, but I did find another gem.
My name's Gangplank. You can call me Granny. Get me the hell out of here! And she's like clutching her backpack. You see like stuff with like books and like different types of tinker materials and stuff like that. But you guys run down the shaft, the opposite end. You run down the stairs of the slave pen, and as you run, like maybe another 30 minutes or so, you bust through this like battalion of like maybe 10 orcs, and like as the lava starts to overflow, and you see like the volcano itself like start to like have a mini eruption as you hear the ba-doom, ba-doom of the like last two chains snap, and then just this catastrophic explosion and this gust of smoke and ash like following down that hallway, and it just as you guys like kind of dive out, it just like this giant plume of smoke shoots out from the side at the top, and as like the elves, everybody kind of takes cover in the jungles.
Great, now we're gonna get aspect. It takes like.
Who is still on the ship, John?
The crew is still on the ship.
Okay. As we're like evacuating the volcano, I'm just gonna send a cryptogram to somebody on the ship. Basically, it's like message, except can be anyone on the same plane of existence. So there's no like distance as long as they're on the same plane, and I can only have up to 8 characters long.
Okay.
But
so like maybe 5 minutes after you guys get out, the naughty Lloyd start to drift down through the clouds and make like a park as close as it can to the ground because it can't quite land on land, and so it extends down a rope ladder or 3.
Look at Granny. Hey, more climbing.
Yeah.
Then you see your crewmates start to wave people on. Please make your way aboard the ship, please. Your plant man sings there. Oh, let me see.
Two toes.
2 toes, yep.
2 root.
Yeah, 2 root now. You see Black Mane Zane, the Goliath. He's got like arms full of people he's like getting on there, like get on the board, get on board. Cap says get on board.
He's just grabbing them by the scruff and chucking them.
Yeah, Two Toes. Ione the ghost. She's like, you're not even like on the ship yet, and she's already like behind you and helping you up. Like, Captain, you were worrying us so bad. You're like, how the fuck did you get down here so fast? And she's got like her bag. She's like packing things up for you and like helping you along to the ladder. Yeah, you guys blow it all up into the ship and take right off into the into the distance there. You see not a proper eruption, but there is like a little mini eruption, and you see like a smiley face in the smoke. That looks vaguely like your Mulgar, Moltrag, like and from like the jail cell, the one cultist that got arrested in the town of Zarnath is like, it's a sign, it's a sign, and he starts like cell. But yeah, you guys were able to rescue both the cat pirates and the jungle elves, and recover the star ruby.
Is it like the face from Super Mario 64 for Lethal Lava Land?
Yeah. Thank you.
Was the star ruby the gem that we took from the laser drill, or was it the
Laser drill? Yeah.
Laser drill, yeah.
thing we got at the end there?
Oh, it's in the luster thing you guys got.
Yeah, the heart. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was because
That was for helping him.
Yeah, we bargained with Moltrag there, and he's like, "All right."
So yeah, the heart of Moltrag. Go ahead and write that down.
Because I was like, what guarantee do we have that you're not just gonna burn us all alive the second we let you out? He was like, here, have my heart.
Yeah, write that down, Mike. You were the one that recovered it, so
Yeah.
the heart. Yeah.
You said Moltrag,
Yeah.
Moltrag.
not Moltar?
Nope. Welcome to Tsunami. You guys were able to drop off the elves pretty handily. As you guys drop off the bridge, the chieftain walks up and you shakes your hand, and he goes up to young little Tom, and Tom's like beaming.
You were the chosen one.
Good job. And he says, "Does anybody speak Elvish?"
Yeah.
He says like Guntario, you know, this very beautiful Elven, but he's actually something like, "You're the weirdest kid I've ever seen." But you say, I guess you can see it forward. Please just leave. Please just leave.
It'll be unlike Venture Brothers where they were awarding us for It's like, how you feeling, Broken Arrow?
Yeah, yeah. How you feeling, Broken Arrow?
One gives him like a pendant, and he says like, "No matter where we might be," he says in Elvish, he's more grateful. He says, "Wherever we may be, we are brothers." And he gives him this amulet. It's like a leaf, like a set in like amber. That's like a little string around it. And I'll say it gives him a little enchantment. You're not quite sure what it is quite yet, but it does exude like a magical aura. And he's like, Tom's like, "Thank you so much. I just wanted to make a difference." And he's like, he goes back to the ship. He's like, "Permission to come aboard, Captain."
Yeah, Tom, get on board.
And he tackles you, Spike, with a hug. He's like, he's like so happy.
He's going through the shock and happiness.
Yeah, it's all hitting him at the same time.
Come get your boy.
Yeah, come get your boy.
As you guys are kind of like packing up too, the elves give you like, I'll say they give you a few treasures as thank you. Like I'll say 2,000 GP worth of just jungle art.
Jungle art. It's very up to interpretation, the value.
I'm sorry, the majority of the treasure was in that tower. It's okay.
John's like, I guess you can't win them all, huh? Dang, guys. Maybe don't blow up my fucking tower next time.
You said 400.
I think it's 400.
Yeah.
If my late math is working.
And then yeah, Barnabas and the others are like, okay, we would like to be dropped back off at our ship now, please. Back in Zarnath, you know, where the tiger shark is.
Oh, right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you guys fly back to Zarnath. The city's pretty well.
As I'm approaching the gates, I see the wanted poster. I'm like, Grandpa Simpson right there.
Right.
Set up camp
I
outside.
think Quinn just said maybe you should stay on ship.
I'm gonna look the gangplank and in Gnomish. Haggis Lizard, Mystic Trash Wizard. Care to set up a camp with me, ma'am?
I guess sure.
All right, I'll take her and we'll go camp outside.
Well, we got a boat.
Well, I'm not going in this early enough.
You could stay on the boat though.
Head, please.
I know it's in your DNA to live in the forest, but
I thought we were staying for an extended time. Or just
no.
You have to live like Bert.
You have a room.
That's a compliment where I'm from. Thank you very much.
See these masts on this boat? Think of those as trees. I want to stay here.
Would it make you feel more comfortable on the ship if we got you your own trash can?
I was gonna say he has a room, like he has a dedicated room, but he doesn't sleep on the bed. He sleeps in the trash can in the room.
Yeah.
Like,
The bed is like pristine.
yeah, it's like still made.
He's like Rigby. He has a bed, but he just sleeps in a pile of fucking garbage.
I guess I'll take the bed if you don't mind.
All the others scrooge into the garbage.
No, you're like, I'll take the bed. It's my garbage can. No. Yeah.
But the cats kind of go out, and the other dozen that were there, like they make this giant reunion in the middle of the town square. Many guns are fired, guards are called.
Guards are called.
War were declared.
It is a celebration. You may let go. We are just going now. It's fine. You see Barnabas get aboard the tiger shark. You see it's like a longer. It's like a kind of a version of your ship. It's supposed to be a lamprey, but the four vertical like chompers have been turned into like cat jaws, and they've painted instead of like the red. Now it's orange. It has like the tiger stripes on the side, and they all like pile in. You notice that there's like some of the pirates are like taking crates of like other people's stuff from the docks. And they're like, "This is totally ours," and they're like getting on the ship.
Oh, we forgot this here.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching this for us.
That's awesome. And then he walks up to you guys, like Barnabas walks up to you, Captain, and the rest of the crew, and he says, "Well, we are going to probably make our way across, maybe to Rock of Brawl, or another port, but we need to be restocked." But he extends his big cat hand, and he says, "If you ever need help, Captain, I forget your name right now, Mr. Creepy Guy. If you ever need help, just let me know." And he kind of hands you a sending stone. And so there's just two ways. You talk directly to me. No matter where we are, I will hear you.
All right. I will be sure to let you know, and it's Trevoran.
Trevoran, yes, thank you. Trevoran and your naughty lord. Well, my man, we must go. Many pirate plunders to be had. They'll shoot more guns. The tiger shark pulls up. It
Just
just
so his actual pet cat gets hit with a shackle.
I would say there's like a windmill. They like clip the windmill. And then you just streak out in the sky. But yeah, you guys are kind of left your own devices in town for however long you want to be here. But yeah, you have this. You have your star ruby. You kind of hold the star saber. Now you notice that like around, it's sort of like a handle with a big pommel at the end and like a cross guard. But along the cross guard, there's 5 like little gem slots. This one pops into like the very end on the left, and the first one, and then as you kind of like, there's like a little activation twist at the bottom. You activate it, and this like sword blade comes out, and then with the red jewel sort of pops, and a little, almost like a little part of a key pops out of the end of it.
Interesting. But clearly not the full thing, so
So you see the 4 other empty slots.
I'll just deactivate it for now because I assume it's.
Well, we got those. The Hippo Man, Quint says, "Well, we got 1/5 of a key to a intergalactic treasure trove right there now, don't we?"
Seems that way, doesn't it?
All right, let's go back home and celebrate, right?
I'll say first we need to address the possible stowaway or possible newest crew member first, and I'll turn around and look at Miss Nomi Grandma.
Yeah, I want to talk to her too.
She walks out. I'll say it's like the next day. She's got like a little robe and a cup of coffee, and her glasses are kind of like on her nose.
Give her one of my spare wizard robes.
There you go. And it's like
It's full of hair, but it'll do.
She's been busy pressing digitation all night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 weeks. What can I do for you, boys? Takes a pull off her coffee.
Exactly. Where did you come from?
All right.
I'm from right here on the planet of Narath. I have been spelljamming before. This is my first time on a spelljammer. I've been here and there. Well, I'm a tinkerer, a creator of weapons, as you will. I usually would work for navies in sort of larger scale operations, but I see you boys have yourself a nice little ship here.
So what were you doing there?
Well, you get contacted by a certain man who gives you a lot of money up front, and then when he pays you, when you come to his compound and make cannons for him, he keeps you in a cage. It was not a good deal. I will say it right now. I got hosed on that deal.
What are your plans now?
I don't know. Do you guys need a weapons guy or person I can make something for you?
Yeah.
I mean, it costs money, but I need like materials and
I was
capital,
gonna say,
but
how about in exchange for saving you from eternal servitude?
Take another like sip off her coffee. And I suppose that could be yeah. I suppose I could do that.
Well then, welcome aboard the SS Naughty Lloyd.
She's like, trust me, I won't take up much space. I'm not here to stay. I have a very lucrative business back where I'm from. It's a very big asteroid called, what was it called? Oh yeah, Comet Pandemonium. It's a very cool place. You should go sometime.
So like some sort of pseudo kids play like a Chuck E. Cheese or whatever. Comet Pandemonium for like kids, ball pits.
They're all ball pits. Yes. If you like gambling, if you like horse racing, various bits of vice. It's easy to I sell guns. It's a very lucrative place to live. So,
Business is booming, as they say.
He gets it. But yeah, she is willing to help you guys with a new weapon for the ship if you'd like. It can be a customized one. We have to work on the details of it, but it'll take some time. So she's not here. She's not going anywhere right now. But Granny. I think Granny was.
You said Gangplank?
Yeah, Granny Gangplank.
Yeah.
Is her business name. So
Now I know she makes like naval weapons. Could she make anything smaller scale?
I mean, I see you waving that gun around. I could try. I'm not exactly the best at making like homemade firearms. So I make cannons.
I'm gonna wound up if I'm plastic.
Okay.
Jesse's like, but I don't want a handheld cannon. I want to be the cannon.
I would have grafted it to my body.
Actually, yeah.
Like shoulder mounted.
But you guys, pull back up into the aether, and leave the crystal sphere of Narath as you see the volcano is known once again more dormant. You see Tom proudly like open chest with his big his new medal he's got on. Like it's like the coolest thing in the universe he's got.
He's hitting that age where the teenagers want to show off, so they wear those super loose jerseys and everything. But his and then of course.
Yeah, it's like his Letterman.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a.
I'll walk by and like, is that a chest hair I see? And then just keep moving.
He like beams up after he gets like he like walks past. He's like examining like all over. But yeah, the trip back is relatively easy. You guys come across maybe a few like space whales or various different like bits of ecology, but nothing super dangerous.
Space whales.
Actually, before you guys leave Narath, is there anything you want to do here on this planet?
Get my hit points and spells back.
You guys take a nice rest. You guys are gonna
Completed all the side quests, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that we are aware of, at least.
We rescued everybody, right?
I mean,
That's the main thing.
Blow up a tower and let it fall into lava and free a potentially evil god. I think we got it wrapped up.
Hey, not our monkeys, not our circus, right?
Don't want this to be play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Right. All right, you guys pull back into port. You see various bits of new structures have been built along the docks. Maybe a few, I guess you could say like guard towers now. And as you guys kind of walk out, you see parts on the very bottom, like almost near the sandbar there. You see two purple and gold ships with dragon wings. And then you see Quinko. Oh, God.
Say purple and gold, aren't those the colors of the enemy?
Oh, we got dragons here. I should tell the cat. We should tell Lady Red. And as you guys walk off the pier, you guys walking toward the trade hub you guys have on the Pan-Galactic Trade. You guys walk in, and you already hear like a yelling elf voice from upstairs, like swearing and like throwing things. And then the old man, I'll just call him you there for right now. But like the clerk, sort of his brother. No, it's his brother. Hey there. Hey, it's his, yeah, it's our dimensional brother. Hey there is like kind of like trying to like, oh God, thank you, made it back. The lady's beside herself with anger. It seems that there's been a quite a kerfuffle happening here on the rock. Apparently, the purple dragons they've established some sort of trade outpost here. The prince of the rock has been, I don't know, bribed or something along those lines. But the Danville Empire has a foothold here on the rock. Can't be much more than what they've got. But the lady's beside herself.
Because wasn't this supposed to be like a free port?
Yes, sir. This is still a free port. However, they didn't have a trade presence here before. Now that they'll have some people here, at least shipping goods throughout bits and bobs of the trade lanes, they'll have some ships at port. But I don't think they're looking for the naughty Lloyd, if that's what you're worried about.
So say this is the original ship we were on when we first encountered them.
Mm-hmm. And resisting them is more suspicious than just allowing it to happen.
The best course of action is just to keep hiding in plain sight.
Yes, sir. I totally agree with you.
Now I'm saying sabotage, damn it.
We can do that later.
So saying poison some deals or something. Yeah.
Oh, these purple dragons you guys are so worried about.
They're only trying to conquer everything.
Oh, so like everybody else in the Empress. Okay. And she just kind of goes off in the corner. I'm gonna make a little setup over here if you don't mind. And she starts spreading out like her alchemical like bits in like a corner of the workshop. I see we've come up with another crewmate.
Yes.
Oh, very well.
Sounds temporary.
I shall prepare an area for her to do her thing. Anyway, welcome back to the Rock. And yeah, you guys are back home. like I said, you want to walk around. There's no wanted posters for like you guys at all specifically. So if the Empire's here, they're not like actively aware that you guys are also here, or they're not even like actually looking for you.
As I say, they're probably not here looking for us, just doing business and whatever.
Yeah.
We've engaged with them, so
So I guess I'll go around. What would you guys like to do?
I want to talk to her.
I think I'll talk to her. What do you matter?
I mean, probably check in with the family, check in at the bar.
Okay. Micah?
I need to. Talk to somebody who sells magic things.
Plenty of people here that do that.
I need to find a way to raise my AC without wearing armor. So
Okay.
I can only depend on mage armor so much.
That's gonna be my secondary thing. I want. Someone find ways to raise my AC.
Okay. Jared, how about you?
I think I'm just gonna take care of some miscellaneous stuff in my inventory. I want to figure out what this black liquid I got a few episodes ago is. Black liquid bottle he had. I acquired it, I think, in the first session of this in the mansion, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, from the undead.
Yeah.
Wasn't the stuff we had to drink?
It is the stuff you
Yeah.
guys drink.
Oh, I got some of that too. I wrote it down. It's called Midnight Tears.
Yeah. It's poison.
I don't know what it do, but that's what it's called. I have 6 doses of it.
Yeah. So I'll do that. The parchment of flesh scroll. Did you say what that did, or was that something
You might have to have somebody look at that.
Okay, I would like to do that. I mean, you don't got to do this right now tonight.
I'm not. I'm just kind of getting. What
Okay,
you guys are
yeah.
doing.
Basically doing that. Just
Okay.
my miscellaneous items. I'm just trying to identify and sell off whatever I don't need.
Andy, how about you?
We're gonna go fight in the
Pet battle. Okay.
battles.
Okay. So we'll do that. As you guys kind of walking around, doing your various things, I'll handle you first. You wanted to. Rainy. Okay. You guys are like on the ship. She's got like a notebook, some quill paper. She's like kind of picked out a spot. Like, okay, it looks like your ship has 3 spots for weapons. It looks like here. I think I have a ship sheet for you guys somewhere.
Is that in the Discord, maybe?
I think so. Bear with me, things might get a little squelchy for a second.
Squelch.
Yeah, it looks like there was a ship sheet PDF you put there.
Much.
Anyway, you guys have looks like 3 slots for weapons, and they're all filled up right now. You guys have your catapult, I believe. You guys have your ballista. One's short range, one's medium range, and you have your ramming. Your ramming. Prow. Yes. Now, if you want me to do something, I'm gonna have to switch one of those weapons out.
That's all fine and dandy, but I came for a personal note.
Oh, you're the one I have to look at today. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Man, what can I do for you?
I'm gonna pull out Fire and Brimstone and let her look at it.
Okay.
It's like, I really like this weapon. I want to like it more.
I want it inside me.
Basically. I think it could be improved upon, or something better
Okay.
improved upon its design.
So, what are you looking to get done?
I like that it's magical, but I don't like that it is fire.
Okay, so you want to change the properties of this one.
I would prefer a weapon that, that could pierce armor.
So you let's start with a damage type. This obviously does fire. She turns it like the fire saber, and like it definitely has an organic component to it. So because it does have like almost like a flesh and bone feel to it, but it also has kind of like almost a steel meat, like like Soul Edge from Soul Calibur. It's got metal bits, but it's got connective tissue and stuff like that. So it's just going to be sort of a biomechanical sort of deal. I could attempt to do some stuff, but I guess the first step is going to be what type of damage you want this thing to do instead of fire.
Just miscellaneous magic would work because that also counts as piercing.
So force damage, maybe.
As long as it counts as piercing.
Yeah. Well, okay. I can make it do piercing damage. You just want to do piercing.
Yeah, like if it's just like a +1 weapon or whatever
Like
that's
arcane.
magical, that will also count as piercing. That's what I'm going for.
Okay. So you just want to make it. Okay. It doesn't inherently have a +2 or does it?
Yeah, looking for what I want is a weapon that can pierce armor and flesh alike, that can hit hard from potentially very far away.
All right. So you want more of a rifle than a pistol.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe something that could, because it does have range. It has 80, 320.
Yeah.
So it does have good range.
Give me a little bit. And she's like, do you want this weapon connected to your body, Mr. Robot Man? Don't think you're fooling me with that little human clothes thing you're going on here. I haven't seen you eat once in the week we've been together.
Or sleep for that matter. I'll disrobe like the cloak and cowl. Like very astute. If it could be a part of me, that would work too.
Okay. Now the way I could do this, if you want to maintain it part of your body, it's gonna have to, if you're gonna be using it, it's gonna take up an arm. Now, like you still have your fingers and whatnot, but like it's gonna like the whole "I'm a human person" shtick isn't gonna help if you like your hand folds back and like a gun pops out.
That's of no consequence.
Okay, that's just part of the deal.
So what she's saying is basically my arm would turn into like
I can.
cannon. But I'd still have this one for you, right?
Exactly. Yes.
That sounds perfect.
Okay. So let me break this down. Jesse arm gun.
Once you write it down, it's gonna be canonical.
Take it to the fridge, John.
Jesse gun in arm. But the next time we have a meeting, I will have more for you. But just say she gets like a tape measure. She has you like pull your arm out. She's like taking measurements, like of your inside. Like, okay, I think I can do this. I think this is the thing we can do. So far as materials,
Yes, I would like this weapon to be anti-material.
not what I meant. I need
Well, that's basically, I want my arm to turn into an anti-material rifle.
right. You want like an armor piercing type deal. Okay. I can do that, but like I said, I need. When I say materials, I mean money and materials. So I'm gonna need like
Tell me what you need, and I can
1,500 for base materials.
just set a sack of gold from.
Good. Okay, I like this relationship. If he slides it over, but we'll stop there for tonight.
Yeah.
You.
I will subtract the funds.
Good. As you kind of walk around, kind of get reacquainted. You go, you and your family, have on catching up, and go out to dinner at one of the the restaurants here on the bay. You guys like the kids like to go because they have like a ball pit.
I think the kid's older.
The kid's older. How old is?
I assume she's probably near of age or whatever. Because I'm older as my
Right. I imagine you like late 30s.
What's that?
Maybe like are you like late 30s, early 40s?
I'm trying to remember now where I was.
Still,
would
still
say more
can't
like
enjoy a ball pet. Dang.
okay. So she's probably like 15 or so. And she's
Yeah,
like,
like I said, if not a little older. Or
okay.
whatever.
So, will you still take her to the place you think she's gonna like? Cause she's like still like Dad. She'll have the kids' meal with the chicken tenders.
I could go the other route of the dad. You're getting older. You're gonna learn how to like ball, man, right?
Dad. So yeah, but you guys, get caught up and have a nice meal, and they're kind of walking around. And as you are kind of like walking around, you see a poster of like a recruitment poster that somebody has put up in like one of um, the alleyways here, just kind of off of the main drag. I'll say like here in Low City, and as you're looking at it, it's got like a few Imperial like soldiers on there. I'll say it's like by the lesser market here, and you guys, you're like walking past, and you kind of do a double take. There's a knight on like being displayed like next to the like it's a big shot of the emperor like waving like hello, like the day you get a flashback to the day you saw him like on that giant projection in your ocean, and like but he's got this smarmy smile and this like oh hello waving face, and it says the emperor would love you to join the Imperial Legion, travel to this, one of our many star systems, blah blah blah, and he's got a knight next to him, and something about this knight kind of like makes you do a double take, and then you kind of like look at his sword. He's got this in his scabbard, and the knight's armor is like this gold and purple full steel. He's got this sort of like dark kind of glass face plate that goes over, like almost a single piece of glass that falls over his face. He's got like almost like two little breathing, like exhaust areas like on the bottom of the mask. And he's this shadow of like a face. You can only see like the outline of a thin face, but then like your kind of goes back to the sword, and you flash back to the war, and there was this siege you had to do on this mage tower, and it was like this local mage had like this basically a bombarding like arcane cannon that kept this, you couldn't get your troops through this pass, so you had to assault the tower, and you flash back to this assault, and it was hell, it was a slog. Then you reminded that the wizard in there was like some kind of spell blade. He was putting up a hell of a fight, and you remember that this guy's sword chopping down on you as your troops are like kind of like firing at him, and at that same black raven winged sword, you see it chop down and chop down and chop down as like bullets kind of like riddle this guy, and he's like laying on the floor bleeding out, and you guys finally blow up the tower. But then you look at that sword and that shield and that guy's sheath, and it's the same raven crossguard in this dude's scabbard. Like you're never gonna forget that sword.
I'll probably just grab the poster, take it down, kind of thing, and like as I'm looking at it, and I'll take it with me.
Okay.
As long as like nobody's hollering at me for taking it. It's a dual purpose because it's dual purpose of like taking down some advertising for them, but also like I need to think about this here.
So you wrap it up and put in your the hunt like, honey, what's wrong?
Something from the past.
You said you're shaking. You kind of look at your hands like trembling a little bit.
Remember about 20 years ago, I was off on tour. We had to take out that mage tower.
Yeah, you guys fought the Dark Lord thing. Yeah.
That's his sword. And I kind of point at the poster.
Oh my. Well, maybe somebody just picked it up. But like you do remember, like you saw that guy die. Like you saw him
Right.
covered in bullets. But you guys, you kind of like maybe she's right. Maybe somebody just picked it up. Who knows? And you guys walk back out to your back to the house and continue your work. Micah.
That's me.
Good memory.
That's right.
You guys are doing like you're sort of working on the ship a little bit. You said you're gonna sell
Later,
some of your stuff.
mage.
Is that what you said?
Thank you again for the.
What was
I'm
that?
gonna look for magic stuff to
Magic
buff up
stuff.
my AC, preferably.
Okay.
Yeah, Night Mage.
as
Thank you for the
you're
raid, buddy. Have a good
kind of, like,
EPs, and
looking
thank you
for
for the alert.
contacts, go ahead and give me a diplomacy or a persuasion. As you walk up, there's a certain older man that's like kind of like sees you like kind of like looking through these different shops. You find like a lot of like really basic bits and baubles.
22.
He walks up to you and says, I couldn't help but notice you looking for a certain bit of arcane power there." And you kind of like you're picking up like this guy's got like legendary swords, 10 for $1, and they're just like different like like uh, like +1 weapons from like different places, but they're kind of like shitty. Like they're like chosen one swords from like hundreds of worlds or whatever. It's like, I've got a real lead for you if you like. And he slides you this card. And it's an arcane, it's like a purple arcane eye that blinks on the card and kind of like looks you up and down. And then it sort of shimmers and says, Zoros Taril, adventurer and magical archaeologist. And has an address in the back.
Is the address on the rock of Brawl?
Yes, it says 422 Wyvern Lane, Great Market, Rocket Brawl.
Okay. I guess I'll take the card and I'll say, how do you know this person?
Let's just say I've been employed for Mr. Zoros for quite some time. And he sort of like he holds up his hand, and he's got like 4 different magical rings on his fingers, like protection and ray of disintegration and all that. Like you recognize as like really well quality items.
Mm-hmm.
I just noticed you go through these bargain bins, and if I can throw some money to my master, and he's set me up pretty well, maybe you can bring in some actual business to our little shop.
I'll say, well, perhaps I can, and I'll give him a little nod, like curtsy, and be like, thank you. I'll head over there now.
He kind of tips his hat, and then he as he tips his hat, he polymorphs into like a totally different person, and walks down the lane.
Like, damn, I gotta get polymorph.
You gonna make your way there?
Yeah.
Okay. As you make your way to the building that you said, it's like this purple brick and like black stone building, about 2 stories tall. It's got in the center of the window or the top, like the second story, this giant eye that like it's like a projection of an eye that's like looking around the street. Like it looks like looking all over. As it kind of locks eyes with you, it blinks, and then you feel that card in your pocket kind of warming up. As you walk to the front door, you see a little card slot like slide open, and a voice says, "Deposit me."
I'll literally like line it up and then just kind of flick it in.
It's like spits it back out at you. Deposit me.
I'll flip it up the opposite way then and do the exact same thing.
And then it's like sucks it in, and you hear like ching, 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 like lock after lock after lock being unlocked, and this door creaks open, and like this shaft of green light pours out, like from the door shaft, and the single hand comes like waves you in.
All right, then I'll follow the hand.
Right. You walk through the green light, and then the door snaps shut, and then we go to our good friend Haggis.
Stogie.
I keep putting Stogie to him.
First off, out of just player curiosity, what is the donjon?
I've looked at some of these names and wondered similar things.
I made a sheet for you guys that had a thing on it.
By Lake Brawl up there in the upper right.
There's a Ferrari there and a dude in a blazer.
The Don John.
The Don Johnson.
Give me a second.
Oh,
Miami Vice reference there.
Miami Vice.
Could have said a 1970 Barracuda, bright yellow. I'm going for the Nash Bridges reference.
I'm so far lost on that though.
It's more recent than Miami Vice.
I don't have that. So. I thought I had a sheet I made up for you that had.
Oh, that's fine. If you don't know offhand, I was just curious and
It's okay. I just look it up on my app. It's
caught my attention. I can always look it up if it's actual lore or whatever. But what I wanted to do, I want to go to my fellow rogues guild, I guess. I want to find a fence to, sell some of the stuff. Identify something I don't know what it is. And then see if they have anything that they're looking to let go that might be of interest to Haggis.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm looking that up for you.
Oh, I can look it up if later. I'd like
I'm
to
like just 90% of the way there.
Okay. So that was just more out of curiosity, not really what I planned on doing, but
That's the prison.
prison. Okay.
That's prison.
Okay. Makes sense.
So you go. I'll see you go to a place in the Mages Guild Hall for that.
Okay.
You go to like one of the other the Red Mask Guild House first. That's like the Thieves Guild. You're not a member, so they charge you like a 50 gold premium to get anything like any sort of thing fenced.
Okay.
What are you trying to sell?
Well, I have this giant 10-pound pearl, Residium Magical, that I was looking to get rid of.
Okay, I can get a price for you of that.
Okay. And if any of this is something that I can sell by looking through the book, just let me know. I'll go do that on my own.
Okay.
I do have. All right, we said the black liquid was the midnight tears, so I don't need that anymore.
You want to sell it?
I'm gonna hold on to that one.
Okay.
I'm going to. I got a giant slayer axe as well. Is that worth anything?
We can find out.
All right. I'm gonna put a little mark next to stuff.
I'm writing it down so I get prices for these.
Not just for my own personal reference. I might not have this in my inventory anymore. And I kind of want to. I'm curious. I want to see if there's any interest maybe in the soul contract that I've been holding on to. The demon assassin lady. And for now, that's more or less it. But I would like, and again, you don't got to come up on the spot with this, but any maybe magical item or trinket or maybe a spell I could learn or something interesting that I could walk away with feeling.
That you're gonna have to research for yourself and tell me.
Okay.
Because like I said, I'm kind of getting what you guys are doing right now. We're getting close to midnight. I'm gonna end it, and then while we have time off, I'll do all this stuff for you guys.
Yeah, no, that's not. Like I said, you don't got to come up on the spot, or I can think a little.
Think
bit
of something. Message me later.
Okay.
That if you're looking for something specific, because I'm gonna get you prices.
Yeah, because I didn't honestly think ahead on what I really wanted to do. I'm thinking maybe leaning more toward learning a new spell or something, but
yeah, just if you want to
figure that out later.
you do something like along those lines, just let me know.
Okay.
And then what was the other thing you want to take care of?
That was more or less it, I think.
The flesh scroll, that was the soul contract, I believe.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's one thing then.
Okay. The guy says, unfortunately, we don't deal in souls, possessed souls, unpossessed souls, or other sorts of arcane trickery, or all sorts of, let's say, otherworldly possessions of non-physical means. They just say, can't sell souls here. If you want to go sell souls, he points at this, he kind of points up north. There's a really weird bloke up in the Mages Guild area. He's off his rocker, but he might be willing to take a soul on loan or payment. Because right now, with that paper, you are the owner of that soul.
right, all right. What was the guy's name or whatever? Who am I looking for?
His name is One-Eyed Charlie.
One arm Charlie.
Eyed Charlie.
Hyde. Charlie. Contract? Question mark. Okay. And yeah, for now that's pretty much
Okay.
all I had for Haggis.
You guys travel up to the ranges area. You fun, like, as you're like kind of like listening, like, go 3 paces past the unicorn haberdashery, and you see this blah blah blah. And turn down the left road, and you'll find an old building made out of sandstone. And above the door there'll be a sign, and it'll have 4
Hey,
eyes,
owl.
3 S's, and that's where you'll find.
Good to see you, buddy. Sorry if the sound is a little delayed. Still not quite sure on what we're gonna do to get
Thank
around
you very
that, because I'm
much.
essentially streaming his stream that I'm
Flash
in.
to Haggis and
So
going here. and
still
you
got to
find the
figure out
sign,
that. But
And the door
yeah,
is like
welcome
huge,
on
it's
in.
like 10 feet tall.
Okay. Just kind of any windows appear in or anything like that, or is it all?
They're all boarded up.
All boarded up. Okay. I'll rap on the door.
What do you want?
I'm here to see if there's any interest in this. I have a contract that you may be interested in.
Yeah, all right. And then you see the door. As you look up, there's a 2-headed ogre with one of the eyes on one head completely gone, and one of the 2 eyes still there. This must be One-Eyed Charlie. Right, get inside. If you got sales to sell, come inside.
All right.
Then that's where we're gonna end you for perfect. You, Andy. You show up to the grounds of Pet Battles, and I'll say there's not a tournament going on today, but it's like open training and like open whatever. You see Tom with his he's got a sword. He's looking a little more adventure-y, walking around, and you see he's like, oh man, there's a good competition this week out here on the island. We've learned some tricks too, haven't we, buddy? Sure have. Oh man. And then from behind you guys, you hear, oh man, if it wasn't Big Tom and his dumb dinosaur.
Man.
And then Tom stops and like looks down and he's like,
I'll kill the man.
hi, Dewey. As you turn around, there's an 8-foot-tall 7-year-old. He's got like the long legs, knobby knees. He's built like a colossus. And on his perched on his shoulder is like the meanest looking like gargoyle type creature. And he's like, hey, what's up? Assholes. It's like, Aloysius, watch your mouth. They're buttholes. Sorry.
Can't get grounded again.
What do you want, Dewey? I just said I came back from my training trip here with my pet gargoyle, and we're gonna kick your butt. I can't. Mom said I can't say ass.
Oh no!
Shit.
And you see this like even like gnarlier lady from the side of the park, like, I hear you swearing over there. You watch your mouth. Sorry, Mom. Anyway, I'm gonna beat your butt next week at the tournament. And you see him like Tom is like, yeah, well, I'm the chosen one. What? We're gonna kick your butt. Chosen to suck. And then he turns around, like, no, shut up.
He's like showing off his little
Yeah.
pets on
It's like, Spike, we gotta work extra hard. We gotta take Dewey down a few pegs. We're gonna get him. All right. And you guys start like doing your hardcore training, and that's where I'm gonna end tonight's adventure.
It's a sports training, man.
Dewey and his pet gargoyle.
Yep.
What did it? Does anyone remember his name?
No,
I'll have the name.
Aloysius.
Aloysius, thank you.
Dewey was here. Tom is a loser.
so
Dewey and Aloysius.
That's so funny.
awesome.
All right, so next time we play, you guys all got some stuff to go through, some changes, some whatever. The rock is getting a little bit smaller. There's an Imperial presence here now. Nothing huge, just a trade building, but still, doesn't mean means red kind of has to hide out a little bit more. But yeah,
It was going out so much.
Dun dun.
she can't go out for that coffee every night that she wants to.
Yeah.
You gotta like
Late in that district.
There's one place that serves iced coffee on this whole fucking rock, and they only serve it at 8 p.m. for some goddamn reason. But yeah,
Send a courier for this.
we'll do 25 experience for you guys. Today was a big night.
Yeah.
25.
Puts me at 40.
So yeah, good job today, everybody.
Thanks.
Did not. There was gonna be more gold for tonight, but it's okay. You guys didn't have to fight the boss.
We just melted it down. That's all.
Yeah,
it's all at the bottom of a volcano.
Moltrag is rich as shit right now, but
Yeah.
Moltrag, like rings made out of like
He's making a ring right now. Isn't he?
one ring to boss over everybody.
I need a new heart now. I might as well forge it out of this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something to consider too. What that heart does, maybe, or how it could serve us. Awesome. Well, thank you, John. That was incredible.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I mean, anytime we get to blow up a tower.
Incredible planning on your guys' part. You
Oh,
do all that, knocking him down.
Not exactly how I saw the liberation of the tower going, but you know.
Also, talking down the orcs to get them to leave.
Yeah.
And not have a huge ass battle.
there was a lot
That
of
was great.
tension right there. That was like, okay, all right. But you know, it made sense. You had your your finger on a bomb, so like, oh yeah, we'll kill them and then we'll just drown in lava. Cool.
Well, I had my finger on a pen to clarify.
Bluff of the century right there. Holy hell.
I was like, they're fucking orcs. They don't know the fucking difference.
I don't even know what a pen is.
Exactly.
They live out in the canyons of the wildlands. They don't know literature.
They just paint
Well,
books on rocks.
Do they know what menus are, so they must know what restaurants are.
Yeah.
Like I said though, it's like, well, they raid elven cities and shit. I'm sure one of them's paying enough attention to what a restaurant is. They're literally plowing through it and destroying it and eating whatever's left.
Mate's back on the menu, boys.
I think people overthink that line.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I mean. Yeah.
Well, I like the theory that Frodo doesn't know Legolas's name.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
They never interact, I think.
Did you see the other?
that, and when he at the end when he wakes up and they're all back in
Oh,
Reuben,
that's right.
everybody that comes in, he says their name, but Legolas. He just said But then Gimli walks in, he's like, Gimli.
Did you
Mhm.
see that theory about the chain shirt?
What?
The chain shirt, the elven chain shirt that he's got.
Oh, the
From
Mithril.
Yeah, that was made. So they like the orcs would have raided it from nearby Mirkwood Forest, and that shirt is obviously a child-sized shirt because it fits the Hobbit like perfectly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so it would have been made for an elven prince probably around like 200 years ago. And so people are theorizing that was Legolas's baby shirt. And so, yeah, Bilbo robbed Legolas's kid's baby armor shirt and then gave it to Frodo.
That's
so Frodo was
hilarious.
wearing Legolas's child clothes.
Hilarious.
Like Legolas does like a double take. We see him get stabbed. Like,
Looks familiar.
very much so. That.
All right, guys. Well, it has been fun, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and sign out here from the stream for tonight. I hope everything looked and ran smooth because this is our pioneer journey on OBS tonight for my end, anyways.
Yeah.
I managed to scrap and import everything together in the few days between here and Wednesday, so we'll push forward next Wednesday and try to finish the game I've been trying to finish for the last 3 or 4 weeks. But anyway, yeah, we'll probably be back in another couple weeks to start the next leg of our journey here.
Yeah, I don't know anything going on in a couple weeks, so.
All right, right on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so everybody, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the raids tonight, and of course all of Limit Breakers audience as well for tuning in as well. So
Thank you, everybody.
thanks again. Catch me next Wednesday. Catch Limit probably tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. That's your day off. Probably Monday then.
It's the
Probably.
the day we brought him back.
Yeah. And have a great weekend, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
See you guys. What the fuck was that? Jesus. What the hell is that, Born? That wasn't even like legit. I'm unmuting and muting it because I'm just baffled by what's happening right now. Was it Beezers? Did Beezers do it to you? Who hurt you, Born? What the fuck? Oh my god. That's great. I gotta give it to you. That's good. I don't ever want to hear it again, but that was good. Jesus. Scared the shit out of me. I was like, what's going on? Someone random came into my stream earlier and did that and left. Was that anybody? Nobody you even knew? That's such a dick move. Just drop on in, climax somebody's ears like that. Jesus. That's so mean. Holy shit. Well, damn. No, some new chainers said, hey, how do you feel about loud noises? And then drop that. Jesus. That's awful. Well, on that note, it's good to see you, Born. Thank you for that. I guess. It's good to know it's out there and there's some unknown person or people doing that. But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna call it personally. I'm gonna rate us on over to Mr. Mile Hyrule here, who's doing a OT randomizer. So paranoia. Yeah. I did it to Mage 2. He did not love it. I bet. For a second, like, I thought it just broke. Like, I thought somehow you put in some command and it broke Tangia, but Jesus. That was awful. Well, yeah. On that note, I'm gonna start this raid. Jesus. I'm still blown away by that. But yeah, thank you everybody for raiding. Thank you, Vampy. Thank you for the newcomers too that we saw tonight as well. Radar, thank you so much. Welcome aboard. Any newcomers that we had from that. Also, thank you, Mage, for your raid as well. So, and there's Oldie. Last but not least, good to see you, buddy. We're raiding on over to Mile Hyrule right now, who's doing an OT rando, which he doesn't do too often, so we're gonna see if we can help him out. No, it's Bruce Weed. Oldie, it's Bruce Weed. But yes. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow or not. Kinda got some plans tomorrow, so we'll see. But if not, Monday, and I also have Streamiversary coming up, so I have to figure that out. So yeah. But yes, appreciate you all. And I hope you all have a good Easter, whether you have plans or not. Sorry, I just saw Mile doing something silly. Y'all have a good night.